Everybody.
Yo,
Hey, everybody.
good
Welcome
evening.
to another week with us.
Good evening, human type people.
Steve keeps beaming in and out.
I know it's a glitch in the space time continuum.
He's like the Titanic. He's going to break in half and sink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at that. See, they would have been saved back then if that starship would have actually been there.
Well, they had enough room. There was like.
How do you know it wasn't there?
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
They say it was an iceberg. Maybe it was just a phaser.
It was Godzilla.
Could be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
There are not very many Godzillas in the North Atlantic. I guess he can go wherever the hell he wants, though.
Yeah.
Actually, it was before the nuclear age, so it probably wasn't Godzilla.
Before the nuclear whistles.
Yeah.
So
It's
how
always
the
funny
hell?
in
How
those
was everybody's
movies.
week?
Oh,
Right.
just absolutely it's crazy. It was hot and sticky and sweaty and wonderful.
Yes.
That's not how it was here. Today, it got up to the heat index got up to like 108 here today. It was freaking miserable outside.
Yeah.
But no, in all those movies, Godzilla and friggin' Gamera and all that stuff, it's always the Japanese who are like in charge of everything. Nobody else is doing anything. They got this big lizard, and it's the Japanese, and like they do anything. You know,
Mm.
In a lot of the movies, mostly you'll have a U.S. destroyer that'll show up and shoot at Godzilla and then get sunk, and then it goes away.
yeah. Of course, what I love is the Japanese movies. Everybody's driving Dodges.
I think I've only seen one Godzilla movie. It was a remake from, I think, the 90s.
Oh, that's not a Godzilla movie. That was just.
Or maybe I was thinking of, maybe it was King Kong, maybe I saw. No, because it was Godzilla they had in the hold of a ship, I thought.
Oh,
Or was
okay.
that King Kong?
That would be King Kong.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah, you can't carry Godzilla on a ship. He gets seasick.
Oh,
I said the only Godzilla movie from the 90s was like the Matthew Broderick Godzilla from this TriStar Godzilla from '96, and it was horrible.
Matthew Broderick.
Was it?
Yeah, he played
Yeah,
Godzilla. It was a very bad casting.
He played Godzilla. You gotta growl pretty quick, or you're gonna miss everything. And Godzilla's day off.
When did Andy Serkis start playing Godzillas?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be funny. Godzilla's day off.
So maybe it was a trilogy. Ferris Bueller's Day Off was the prequel to Fight Club, and maybe Godzilla was the prequel to that.
Oh, there you go.
You know, I had heard somewhere that there's been a few years, but they wanted to do a sequel to Ferris Bueller's Day Off. I mean, he's like freaking what, 60 now?
Yeah, he's like our age.
What is it? Day Off from the nursing home, maybe?
Yeah, there you go.
That's what it was. Him and what's his name would take a day off from the nursing home together, And
Bueller.
yeah, they're doing. They're standing in the rec room, the assisted living. Bueller.
Yeah, is Ben Stein still alive?
Yeah, he actually is.
If I can get Ben Stein as the nursing home director, Bueller.
Because the what the hell was it? The dude from Breakfast Club, the teacher who was in charge of the detention, I think he passed away.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah.
And then the guy who actually played the principal in Ferris Bueller's Day Off has passed away too.
Yeah, but,
he was in like 48 Hours and a few other movies like that, wasn't he?
Yeah, but he got in trouble. I won't say what, but it wasn't. It was.
Everybody does.
Well, apparently, if you say that kind of word, then you get blocked on YouTube. But it was
not everybody gets that kind of trouble.
But they wouldn't even have him in Beetlejuice. This very sequel, they had it to where they killed off his character, even though he was alive.
Wow. Yeah, Matthew Broderick is almost exactly a year younger than me.
What's that?
Born March of
60?
62. March of
Oh,
62.
Oh, he's Abel May Jr. He's 9 months older than
I mean, Jennifer Grey's still around, so that would
I
be,
am.
Yeah, but her nose isn't.
yeah.
What, she get plastic surgery?
Yeah, she don't even look like the Jennifer Grey of the 80s
I
anymore.
know. I seen her on. She was on Grey's Anatomy a few years ago. I'm like, wow, what happened to her?
Hey, Kendra.
But,
Yeah. And Charlie
Hey,
Sheen's still
Kendra.
around, too.
Yeah, well,
Amazingly enough.
Yeah.
You know what's really surprising is Andy Dick is still alive.
Andy Dick he wasn't in Ferris Bueller's Day Off, was he?
No.
He was the other EMH on Star Trek Voyager. That's what I remember him from.
Was he? Well, he did a short-lived reboot of Get Smart. He was Maxwell Smart's like son or some shit.
Oh, yeah. There was a Voyager episode called Prometheus where the ship
I remember
that
that one.
yeah, and Andy Dick. It was funny because the Robert Picardo's doctor and this Andy Dick doctor. I mean, that just didn't sound right either. They were, Andy Dick doctor. He was like an EMH Mark 10 or something. I said on this morning show this morning, I saw Robert Picardo back in the 80s on Silver Spoon today with hair, and he was younger and everything. Wow.
Yeah. That's, well, back in the 80s, probably a lot of us were younger and had hair.
Well, I had hair in the 80s, so.
I had hair, but I wasn't any younger.
Yeah.
I still got hair.
Yeah.
Mhm.
See? You guys are lucky.
No, it has receded some, but
Yeah.
Yeah,
still got a pretty.
Mine's might have receded a little bit over the years. But Patrick Stewart made bald sexy for men, though, so that's okay.
Well, yeah, he showed up, for his first audition with a rug. And
Yeah, I heard about that.
they liked him, but said, just it's the rug.
It was the rug, yeah.
Yeah.
I guess, Gene Roddenberry was dead set against a bald captain. I'm like, why? There was nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, he's the one that actually made him wear. Because there's actually pictures of him from the pilot episode with the rug on,
Yeah. Oh, wow.
this Starfleet uniform, And
They just did
When
look
he was
like-
wearing a tribble on his head.
Yeah.
yeah,
And
that's
then
what it
That's
was.
pretty much it.
And then the running joke is nobody ever mentions it.
Yeah.
Well, no, remember the one episode where they were all young? And it was like a young Picard, young everybody.
Oh, yeah. It
And,
was a
and then
transporter accident.
yeah, and then they come out of it and they're back to normal. And you see Picard just kind of go up and
Yeah, well, that was funny.
Yeah.
Well, I couldn't have kept my hair.
What was it? Him, Guinan, and somebody else
It was
turned into
Rolaren.
kids or something?
Errol Aaron and Guinan and Keiko.
Picard. Yeah. Keiko too. Yeah, that's right. There was
Yeah,
four of them.
Keiko. Yeah. Yeah, she was hot. Why didn't she hook up with somebody like Miles O'Brien?
Hey, if you're Miles O'Brien, you're not complaining.
Okay, well, that's true too. Yeah,
I would have thought he could have done better. He had a hell of a job and had that Irish charm.
Yeah. At first, I remember it seems like on the very first episode he had a slight bit of Irish accent, and they might have told him to.
No, Miles O'Brien, the first episode, he didn't come into like third season, didn't he?
No, he was on Connor Farpoint.
Well, was he? Okay.
All they called him was man at con is what it was, and
Oh, okay.
I don't think he had a name.
They hadn't developed his character.
because he was on the battle bridge when they first separated the saucer section.
Sounds like a sex position.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the?
Separating the sausage.
He was literally like the only enlisted person that had any speaking lines.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, honey, you wanna
Because
separate the
they
sausage?
kept calling him chief, so he was the cob,
Cobb or Cobb?
chief of the boat. He was the.
Oh, chief of the Cobb. Yeah, okay.
Come on, not cob,
I think
not
they-
corn cob.
Yeah, I think they actually call him chief petty officer in one part.
Yeah. O'Brien was the chief enlisted of the Enterprise.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think at one time somebody called him sir, and I think he actually did say, "Don't call me sir. I work for a living."
Yeah.
Typical military.
Uncle
life.
Tim is on the road. He's going to someplace, I don't know, Cleveland,
Missouri?
Boise, some
Cleveland,
shit.
On
Kansas.
guitar.
Going to Kansas.
Same
City.
difference. Who the hell? I don't know.
Fuck Kansas. I'm never going there again.
Hey, I grew up there. It was kind of fun.
Going through the, remember, it used to be a toll booth, and you go through and pay $1.25 on
You
I-70.
still do that. That's still the Kansas
No,
Turnpike is still there.
no, now
Yeah,
it's
it's all digital
period.
now.
Yeah, it's digital. They do license plate tolls,
Right.
and
Yeah,
it's
they have one of those out here.
multiples. So there's like 10 of them, and it adds
Yeah.
up to 250. But
Is
if
it?
you're driving a U-Haul, or in my case, two U-Hauls, U-Haul does a service charge on every one of $1 or something. So it
Of
ended up
course.
costing me like $30 just to go through the Kansas tolls.
Is
Knock it
that
up!
Yeah.
is that 70? Is that toll all the way across the state?
No,
No, it
Kansas, yeah,
starts in like
Topeka.
Oh,
yeah,
just
it
to
starts in
Topeka.
like Topeka and goes to Kansas City,
Okay,
Right.
that's right. Yeah,
or just outside of it.
that's right. No, it's been years since I've been back there. So.
That's what I love about U-Haul. Because if you see a U-Haul truck, it'll say rent this truck for $19.95. That $19.95 a day is the smallest part of what you end up paying.
Yeah. Right,
Yes.
You pay at least that much again for insurance. And then, if unless you're moving across the street, then you got a per mile charge.
Well, you know why they did that? It used to be $19.95 per day. But what they discovered is a lot of people, instead of going and renting a car, they would just go rent the U-Haul truck and drive it around,
I
for
did
a
that
couple of
once. We didn't
days.
have a car, so we needed to get
I thought
groceries, so
about
I went and
that.
got our U-Haul pickup truck or van. It was a lot cheaper.
Home Depot used to do the same thing too.
Yeah. But what gets me, it says rent this truck for $19.95 a day, and I call and I say I want to rent this truck. I said, well, we got a few, and I said, no, I want that one I saw on the highway. It says rent this truck. They wouldn't do it. So,
Yeah. Okay, Fludge Cow.
Ooh, that would be a Fludge Cup. Now, I think that Fludge Cow is funnier than Roy D. Mercer. Of course, nobody else likes pranks like me, but I love good phone pranks. I started out when I was in grade school. I took a day off from school, and I called the police and said there was a shootout and gave them my old address. Boy, did I get in trouble. True story, too.
Jeez.
True story.
You got a screw loose, man. Going back.
Hey, I was a kid. I was like 27 for no. I was like 10 years old.
Steve went outside today in Clearwater or Largo or wherever he's at. And he got heat exposure, and now he's got like heat stroke or something, and he's
No, I think he's okay. The statute of limitations and whatnot.
No, I got probation and trouble for that all years ago. So,
God.
but I didn't know they could trace phone calls. Even back in what year was that? I was about 10 or 11, 72, 73.
No, I was watching. There was an episode of Hawaii Five-0, and they had this kidnapper was calling, McGarrett. McGarrett, we're gonna. And then McGarrett, I guess, on the other phone line, and trace this call, and then for like 15 minutes of screen time, they're in the phone switching office, climbing up ladders, and actually going to all the little mechanical stuff to see where the phone call was coming from. Because back then it was a rotary switch, a physical switch between phone lines. And so when you dial the number and it goes, the little thing in the phone office goes.
Yeah. Is that kind of like why Oliver on Green Acres had to climb the telephone pole to make a call?
No, because he was too cheap to get the phone hooked up to his office.
Yeah, so he just hooked up to the phone line going to town.
The phone is ringing, Oliver. Get up, climb the pole. That was a genius show. Surprised they didn't, get desperate and fry up Arnold one night. Arnold the pig.
They probably would have had, what's her name doing?
Charming pig.
Yeah.
Pork steaks and hot cakes.
Bacon, lots of bacon.
Yeah. I used to be able to do a great impersonation of Mr. Haney, but I smoke too much. I can't do it now.
Like he didn't smoke.
Well, the little, I don't know, he had a little, I can't do it. Mr. Haney I can't do it anymore. It's kind of like a little tiny bit of a yodel to his voice. But His voice would go up and down and crackle. And
Yeah. Kind of like Andy DeVoe.
Remember, speaking of smoking cigarettes, remember when they used to have the little pipe that they would stick, a cigarette on the end of,
Oh, yeah. So
Oh,
I use
yeah.
those.
I had one. Was you talking about the long one like the Penguin had in Batman?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had one. I got one somewhere around here. I was going to use it for hoodoo if I ever. Well, that costume's out of.
I guess that's so you don't get the smell on your fingers. I don't know.
That's
Yeah,
what
and
I'm
it keeps it out of
thinking.
your eyes.
And it sticks out further. Maybe don't get you on your clothes as much. Maybe I don't know.
So you stick it, so you can stick it in other people's faces instead of your own.
Yeah,
Exactly.
they said for Burgess Meredith that quacking was he had quit smoking and they wanted that, so he was just that's his way of covering up for the cigarette cough. I think.
Oh, I
When do
just
penguins
noticed
start quacking anyway? Huh?
my Rolex date's almost on time, but not quite.
Yeah, just about. Get a day off. That's
Typical of Rolex, what the hell.
yeah. Ooh, that looks like a good logo behind you. Got Chuck to have on the side of my time ship. A Rolex.
How your ship powered by Rolex?
Yeah.
Isn't that time wrong as well?
Yeah, probably. Well, it's right, but it's probably right somewhere.
Yeah.
Well, but I mean, isn't that supposed to be like 10:10?
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Rolex beats to their own drums. So
It looks like it's 11:07 or 11:08.
yeah, that's not what it is on the 22nd of some month.
Yeah.
If it was
All right,
Bugatti, go ahead.
But no, go ahead.
I was gonna say if Bugatti made watches, you'd have to set it. They would send a technician over to your house, and he would set it and charge you $75,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that was Porsche's thing for a while. They had these special editions that were like, and they would have less. They would take stuff off. Okay, we're going to make it lighter by taking off the the mirror or whatever the hell, and charge more. So it got to the point where if you just walked past a Porsche dealer and didn't even get a car at all, they charge you $2 million.
Well, that's the thing with
Special
Rolex.
edition. It doesn't have anything.
I mean, Rolexes are expensive, for the common man like all of us, but the buying the watch was not where they get you. Send that son of a bitch in for service.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So it's best just throw it away and buy a new one.
Yeah.
Pretty damn close.
Excuse me.
My ass, when the watch started getting bad stuff, I would just put it in a box and say, well, it was fun for 10 years.
Yeah.
Whereas if I get a 1995 Casio from Walmart, when it goes bad, I just throw it out and go buy another Casio from Walmart.
Jerry Cartwright.
Ray Kellogg. Yeah, right. Good cereal.
Yeah. Wasn't there a baseball player named Kellogg? Or no?
Who knows?
There's
Oh, I'm
been
thinking
a
of
baseball
Herzog.
player
Never mind.
by every name.
I was thinking of Herzog. That's a little different.
There's a player now, and I can't remember his name. Not that I would even try to pronounce it, but they can't even put his name on the back of his jersey because it's so big. It just.
Oh wow, that's a big name then. Big name. What a day.
It is. It's hot. I spent most of it outside. My feet hurt.
Did any of you guys? Tony might not, but did any of you guys get any of the tropical storm Bertha?
Saturday here, it was cloudy and it kind of rained all day. I mean, mostly kind of that misty Florida, thing. But then we'd have some downpour stuff like that. But then when Sunday started, it just got sunny and effing hot.
Yeah, it was.
I've been freezing my ass off.
Really?
The air conditioning in my house does like double in my bedroom. And that's where I've been hanging out. I've been freaking cold. I just closed one of the vents. I don't know. See
Probably
if
got
that'll
to
help.
probably got to wear sweats to bed or something.
Yeah.
Are you like right next to the air conditioning unit and you're like the first register it comes out of, or
Probably. Yeah. And then my office didn't really get it enough.
is it really an office anymore?
Yeah, it's not a work office. It's just a hobby office.
Kind of like where I'm at right now in my whatever room this is.
Yeah, I haven't been working on my game for like 4 days, mostly just because I didn't want to be sitting at my desk.
Was that a naked woman on the calendar back by there on the
I
wall?
think so, but it didn't look like it had a human head on it.
Women were different back in the day.
Oh boy.
Women were sexy back then.
Oh yeah.
Depending on the hair.
Some of that, nose art on, bombers and stuff was, I mean, some of it was crude, but some of them, boy, somebody really got up there and put some time into painting some of that stuff.
Yeah. Jenny, 8675309.
Yeah.
That was big in World War II.
Yep.
Yeah. And Tommy Two Tone, or the band Tommy Two Tone, actually that wasn't the guy's name, it was the band's name. But they were out of Willits, California, up north. They used to have a steam train ride up there when I was a kid back in the 70s.
To like a Tommy Two-Tone tour.
No, that's not it. I had no idea. I don't think the band had even been formed at that point, but that's where they came from. Would you rather 100-degree summers, 0-degree winters? Fuck both of them, for number one.
That was for me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I could do either one, to be honest with you.
I'd like something kind of in the middle of all that.
Yeah. I am quite comfortable at 65 to about 85 degrees.
Yeah. Well, it depends
Actually, I could probably
entirely
do
on
55. Yeah.
humidity. I don't even mind 30s. I mean, it gets down into the high 30s some winters here in Southern California.
I've been as cold as negative 48 Fahrenheit, not Celsius. And then I've been as
dude, minus 40 is where the two scales cross.
Yeah. And then
So it's the same.
I think 121 degrees is the highest I've been at. That was pretty brutal.
Yeah, even if the humidity is non-existent, the thing is you just got to keep drinking water like a damn fish. Otherwise, you're gonna.
Yeah, at 121 degrees, you sweated, but it didn't sweat. I mean, you would start getting that salt incrustation on your collar.
Yeah, it evaporates. It evaporates when it's still in the sweat gland.
Yeah.
It's like steam coming out of you. So
Yeah.
you gotta just drink water like crazy, otherwise you're gonna end up being a piece of beef jerky.
I was to say, even today in Denver, they're there, and it was supposed to get up to like 103, 104 today.
Screw those people. WWPD.
Yeah.
What would Putt do? What would the putt do? What would Putt do?
Probably drink.
He would
Get drunk and pass out on the show.
Yeah, there you go.
Great moments with Putt.
Yeah.
Did you ever see those shows there, Darn, where Putt would pass out?
I saw clips.
we literally had to send Jen text going, "Hey, go ahead and check in. I'll check my mark. We think he's either dead or passed out."
It's almost impossible to find old shows.
Yeah, they get. I mean, they're there, but I mean, you have to dig. It's almost impossible for me to find the few episodes of Saturday Morning Serial that Bud and I did. I was going to show some people, and it was like, you have to dig for those now.
Yeah. Well, for a while on the BabbleGabs, Timmy had a habit of setting them to unlisted because they had too few views. And he said, "Oh, they're going to see that. They're going to see that it only has 16 views, and they're going to." So the answer to not having enough views is to make sure nobody can see it.
Yeah, at all. So yeah.
I don't know. There's logic to that. I just don't. It just I don't know. So we don't scream at each other enough. I mean, you're yelling at everybody and drunk and every other damn thing. Then you can get 20,000 views.
We can talk, bad about the politics or, I mean, even your show there, Tony, I mean, at any given time, I don't think I've seen more than about 100 viewers on.
Yeah, I think we end up with a couple thousand views cumulative for the whole 3 hours.
I mean, I'm on there mostly just to take a quick snapshot of Lauren and turn it into an anime picture. So
Yeah.
Hey, some of those turn out pretty nice.
Yeah.
Have you shown Lauren?
Not yet. Not yet.
Those were the days.
You guys are jealous, even you, Gottschalk, that for jealous of my pulsating hair.
I like it. No, I've been watching it. It kind of looks like that. In the movie Return of the Jedi when it shows the Emperor, sitting in his thing, and you see that black, blob kind of in his hood, kind of doing the.
Yep, it's hypnotic.
Yes. I always wondered what that black blob they got on there is covering up or whatever.
It's probably his Hello Kitty tattoo on his forehead.
Yeah.
Like, we should have gone with a different actor originally, but
yeah. Look at the most recent TV on show, and it says 1,200 views.
Wow.
So not too bad.
This does not show the whole book cover.
No, I've tried that before. Well, even Tony's tried that before, and all we see is like a picture of his midsection when he does it.
Yeah.
Well, what I do is I have to add like gray space to the sides of it, and then it works.
Mm-hmm.
I do that in MS Paint. It's not brain surgery.
Because above it says the Starship or Time Ship Endeavors, Ships of Dreams.
Yeah.
But it's cool. You got 3 of the characters that I have on there on Titanic with the Starship in the background. Kind of gives a cool feel to it.
Sweet.
Recognize the guy in the middle?
Kind of looks like Darn.
I was going to say, I assumed it was me.
Yeah.
He played Jesse Cordoba on CSI Miami.
That's why I didn't recognize him.
And I told
Miami, I was paying attention to the ladies, not the dudes.
Well,
I haven't seen anything on network TV since 18, I believe.
Did that cop just really stick his nose in the guy's mouth to see if he'd been drinking?
Yeah.
That's why that was his excuse.
I get a lot of this. I tell the AI that it's supposed to be the girl on the right there is supposed to be Nancy Parsons type character. I don't even look like Nancy. They're nowhere near. Anyway, I like that.
These guys are they're all doing what was it, Captain Morgan, where the rum commercial where they always had to have the leg up?
Yep.
That's a pirate thing.
It's a pirate thing, yes.
Yeah.
So how's the book going?
No, I'm finishing up chapter 2 now.
Sweet.
Well, that's just a rough draft. It's got a lot of things to be fixed.
Oh yeah. Well, that's what Ian Fleming used to do with the James Bond books. He'd just write the whole book, one just blast all the way through it, and then he'd spend the rest of the year editing.
Yeah, that's basically what I was going to do.
I've
Okay.
read a lot of things where a lot of authors actually they know what the ending of the book is. They just don't know the story leading up to the ending, and they have to go back and. I think that was the girl that did the Twilight books too. She actually had a dream about the ending of Twilight and had to go back and write the whole story prior to the ending.
Oh no.
Ah.
Well, that's the deal with me. I know how I want it, what I want to have happen in it, but the ending eludes me. Oh, geez,
The Titanic sinks.
Yeah.
That's an idea. I can have the Titanic sink. That's an idea.
Oh, hi, Lewis.
Hey, Lewis.
Hey, Lewis.
See, there was, this is 1959, and some small towns still had those crank up phones with the operator, and you had to
Was he talking to Sarah?
probably.
Well, Lily Tomlin's probably on the other end.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah. One ringy dingy. He looks like he's dressed in like 90s attire, especially with the tattoos and stuff.
No, that was grease. That was grease
dirt.
on his
That's
arms.
not tattoos.
Oh,
That's dirt.
Oh,
He's
looks
a
like tattoos.
car mechanic.
Oh, well, that's different.
But what was I thinking?
So I got the Porsche all licensed and everything. So I took it to Tim's house today to feed his dog.
Nice.
I made the mistake of bringing a drink, and
Oh.
the car has a defroster, and it's two little levers down by the parking brake. So you have to pull those up.
Yeah.
And when you pull those up, it makes a perfect place to put a drink. But the problem is you're driving around in 100-degree heat with the defroster on full hot. So it wasn't as fun as it could have been.
How far away you live from Tim?
And it's like 8 minutes.
Oh, okay, that's not far at all. Yeah.
Yeah, the Germans did not want to put cup holders and shit in the car. They resisted. And then, I think by the late 90s, like some Beamers had a cup holder. It was this just flimsy crap that would fold out and break off if you tried to use it.
These days, you can't even get an ashtray in a car.
It's called a roll down window.
But they don't have lighters, but they have the plug for the lighter, though.
Yeah, it's the accessory plug. Or well, the thing is, they give you like 15 cup holders. Like my Miata was a 2-seater. It had 4 cup holders. But you could get one of those round ashtrays and put that in there. And if you can try to maneuver around to get the ash into the little holders, it doesn't go all over the fucking place.
I was about to say I've checked in some RVs where people have just used the cup holders as ashtrays.
Oh, yeah.
But I think high-end cars like Rolls Royces and Bentleys still have ashtrays.
I got to go straighten out a
not
5-year-old. I'll be right back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, cars that are predominantly sold in other parts of the world probably still have ashtrays.
I imagine the Middle East, because they still smoke like chimneys over there. Or I'm sorry, it's not the Middle East anymore. It's West Asia.
Yeah.
That's the new thing you're supposed to call it.
Yeah, they can go to hell. Middle East.
Or you can just call it nuclear glass, you know.
Yeah, fuck off.
Yeah.
Okay, boomer. All right.
Atomic glass.
Glass parking garage. Maybe I messed that up.
No, we got the gist of it.
The movie's called The Giant Gila Monster, and I think that's not actually a Gila monster. They couldn't get one, so that's...
No, that's a Gila monster.
It
This looks like one there, the real stubby, fat tail.
Yeah.
Is it They probably just couldn't get a giant one.
Yeah, they're hard
that's
to
a Gila
find.
monster.
Well, he looks pretty big.
I mean, without seeing this full, because I've seen several of them alive in Arizona. So
Ah,
Do they earn their name?
okay, if anybody, people who've been bitten by Gila monsters and died, they like had I don't know what they're doing because you can like outwalk a Gila monster. You know,
yeah, they don't go that fast.
no, I mean you literally have to like sit around and f with them all day.
Yeah.
Well, it's like Austin Powers where that guy gets run over by the steamrollers. He just stands there screaming, and the thing's going like 2 miles an hour.
Yeah, yeah, that's right. He was going. Ah!
Just step to one side, you dim belt. Now,
That's like the Monty Python on the Holy Grail where that one guy comes running at him for like 10 minutes.
If
That's
David Lynch had
oh.
filmed it, you would have seen him running for 10 minutes all the way across the field.
Sorry if I'm making faces. The back of my leg is cramping up.
don't
Shit.
do that. Don't do that.
Oh
Either
man.
eat a bunch of bananas or get a bunch of salt, or I forget.
I
What you're
do, but
supposed to
for
do.
whatever reason, boy, that muscle right back of my leg. Oh, not my calf either, like my leg. The upper part. Whew.
Okay, so it was Festus that directed this movie or produced.
I thought it was Ray Kellogg.
I think that was the last movie.
What was that? The last movie?
Maybe.
What was that one movie? It wasn't the Attack of the 50-Foot Woman. It was the Attack of the 50-Foot Man. And he was like an Air Force pilot or something, and flew through like a nuclear cloud or something, and he started growing. And I just remember when growing up in the 70s, they always played like those B movies from the 50s and 60s, like afternoon movie shows. Or
Right.
I remember like the 50-Foot Man and.
Okay, I'm on the Wikipedia page. It says the Gila monster in the movie is actually a Mexican bearded lizard, which are
Okay.
similar in appearance but tend to be larger than Gilas.
Okay. So
So
basically
it's-
just a larger version of a Gila monster.
It's not politically correct to call him Mexican anymore.
Yeah.
Why not? They changed the name
South of the border Gila monster.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's South North America now.
Oh, Florida's putting out a thing here, apparently some kind of African monitor lizard is now taking up residency in Florida, and they're putting out things everywhere. If you see this lizard, notify FPW immediately or whatever it is, or oh, what other Rolexes do I have that I can share? Sorry, I don't mean to. It's kind of a nice Rolex, though. I can just do this one.
Are there not? Are there ones that aren't nice?
The best Western logo.
Yeah. The Rolex Crownet, or whatever they call it.
Is the best Western of motels.
Yeah, there you go.
No, the Rolex of motels.
Yeah, there you go. Because
There you
Best
go. There's
Western,
the
they expanded eastward, and they thought, oh well, if we're in the east, then we can't be Best Western. Let's just call it Best, and that lasted about a week, and everybody said, "Off, stop it."
Well, now it's BW. You don't even see Best Western anymore. You just see BW. They're trying to be
They're
more.
BJ. Well, no, there's a restaurant BJ's.
BBWs.
We actually have a thing just like Costco and Sam's Club out here called BJ's Wholesale.
Mm.
And it wasn't what I expected.
Yeah, no. But
Is that you're gonna get some BJ's at wholesale price there?
Yeah.
well, they keep doing it. It's like KFC does not stand for Kentucky Fried Chicken anymore. It just stands for KFC.
Yeah, I
Because
actually saw something.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
It's because fried is bad for you, so therefore they didn't want the as part of their name. It's like, fuck off.
Yeah, I actually saw that on one of my Facebook feeds where they were explaining things. We have to tell you that KFC actually originally stood for Kentucky Fried Chicken. I was like, is that a thing now that we didn't?
No, it's the same thing with CBS. CBS used to be the Columbia Broadcasting System, and that was NBC. But now it just stands for CBS. It doesn't stand for anything, which is as they say, if you don't stand for something, you fall for anything.
Yep, absolutely.
So they're no longer acronyms.
Right.
So what's the word for something that's not an acronym, but it's just a series of capitalized letters?
Well, actually, it wasn't
And
it wasn't an acronym because you couldn't say it. They called that
Oh.
initialism.
Oh, okay.
If you really want to get autistic about it.
Oh, that's what I was asking.
Like radar is an acronym.
Right.
There you go.
And,
That's the best of
Fiat is actually an acronym.
Fix it again today.
No, it's the Fabricio d'Italia Torino thing. Automobilio Torino. You got to do all this when you're saying it.
Forgot I ate that.
and then I'm not surprised BMW shortened their name because BMW is like I can't pronounce it, don't know what it is, but it's huge.
Irish Motorenwerke, yeah. Which is funny because it's BMW, but the word Motorenwerke is one word because it's Germany. They just they take all the words and stick them. Oh, it's just one word. Just if it's 15 letters long, maybe you could break it up a little bit. Like telephone.
I watch a video on YouTube about I can't remember her name, Feely from Germany or something like that, and the longest German word is like 50 some odd characters long, and it's like holy crap,
That's some technical term.
And it probably means like faucet spout or something,
Yeah.
faucets. Incredible.
That guy in prison?
No, he's getting. He ran off the road in his Cadillac, and he was drunk and he's sleeping it off.
Gas stations used to let you do that?
Oh yeah, well this guy does everything. He does body work. Handles
fills up your
giant-
gas.
Yeah, he handles big giant Gila monsters, and he even sings. Of course, we get no audio with this, thank goodness. But
So I filled up the car with 87 octane, no ethanol, and then I put an additive in it to boost up the octane a bit.
which
and
contains ethanol.
I guess that's probably true, isn't it?
No, I saw a 911 the other day. Those 70s, early 80s style video there, and it had the thing is it didn't have anything on the engine lid, so I couldn't tell what variation it was, but it did have the early whale tail, not the turbo whale tail with the intercooler in it, but the straight one, like the 76, 77 style.
Nice.
Yeah, it looked real nice shape, probably repainted, but of course, who knows? It could have been a freaking 912 for all I knew. It's just because it didn't have any little badging.
That'd probably be fun too, though.
Yeah.
Oh, Darren, looking at your background photo there. So with the addition there, would it have been the Battle of the Six Armies? In the later.
With the Penguin Army?
Yes.
Yeah, there you go. But how's the Penguin get all the way up to Middle Earth, though?
He was He broke down.
Mm.
He went into
Actually,
the print, and
can you
then while
imagine
they
the
were
charge of
working
the
on
row
it,
here?
they were shoeing his horse. So he went into
Oh.
the prancing pony and ate a bowl of ice cream.
Yeah.
I still love the fact that AI only gave us 3 hobbits.
Well, how many do you need?
That's because penguins aren't that good of archers. They started
Oh,
off
okay.
with 4. There used to be 4 hobbits, but they have flippers. So
Can you imagine the penguins being at the charge of the Rohirrim? You know.
yeah, that'd be cool. I like penguins.
Yeah, penguins are cool.
I never met one. Yeah,
I've seen a few.
you
at
know
the zoo.
they've got penguins all the way up at the equator.
Yeah. Oh, penguins. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw a couple of them at the zoo.
My wife's been to a couple places where she could go in and interact with the penguins.
Oh my
I think
God.
they really stink. They really do stink. They shit like nobody else's business.
Oh, really? I've heard that about owls. People want owl pets, but owls every morning they take a big greasy nasty dump.
Yeah.
It's like you don't want
Probably
that.
what's on your car. You ever walk out and see that on your car in the morning? You go, what a pterodactyl shit on my car last night?
That's outrageous.
It is outrageous.
Seagulls are great for that because I worked at a car dealership close enough to the ocean where the seagulls come by and crap, and that would look like you took a vanilla milkshake and threw it at the side of the car.
We've got seagulls in, or I don't know if there's. I guess there's seagulls in Fernandina, but they just walk around on the beach and eat the little crabs under the sand, and they're not assholes. They don't bother you. And then I've got
I
a.
don't know. We were at that Salt Life restaurant and they were still trying to steal all our damn fries.
Oh, really? Maybe those are different ones.
Don't you remember you were there?
Yeah, but I don't remember that.
Well, they were at that table next to us and they were flying in and grabbing all the.
I pay a group of ibises to come through twice a week and eat bugs out of my grass. So they walk across my lawn in formation with their long beaks. They're eating. I guess they're eating bugs.
Maybe see those, whatever they are, egrets or whatever, the long leg, the long neck, the long beak, wading in the water, trying to find little fish. I guess there's little fish because my ride to work, I go down a bike path that's on the side of a drainage ditch, which is called Walnut Creek. So it's not really a creek; it's just kind of a drainage ditch. But the bird, I guess there are little bitty fish in there for the birds to eat.
Cool.
And then at night, the frogs all go nuts.
I haven't seen. Well, I had a frog in my garage, but I was going to say I haven't seen many frogs this year. Maybe they're a fall
Yeah, it's a
thing.
little warm.
So we woke up the other night because there was a little tiny frog in my granddaughter's room. No, that was a lizard.
What?
Little lizard in my granddaughter's room. One of those
In your
gecko
granddaughter?
things. My granddaughter's room.
Oh, you gotta finish your sentence there, too.
I said granddaughter's room.
No, you just said granddaughter.
Well, I probably was correcting a sentence and never mind. That's like when people say the word country and don't say the whole word.
Yeah, there you go.
I don't know how many times I've corrected people on that.
Before I became a hobbyist horologist, a lot of people think this, ooh, 17 joules, it sounds cool. When you really find out what it is, it's like, who cares?
What does it mean?
Well, see these little sapphire jewels right here, the purple one. They have those throughout to help with the turning of the unit or the watch things, whatever. And it's just sometimes you'll see 31 joules, and it's like, okay, so
lots of jewels. That's actually kind of because aren't most Rolexes like 21 or 30 or like
this one's
17 is kind of low for a Rolex.
Yeah. Rolexes generally are in the 21 to 23 range, depending on. The newer
Hey, Kendra, are
calibers.
you still out there? If you are, let me know if the sound got better. I discovered that I had the Zoom audio in there twice in OBS.
Oh, that'll do it. Yeah.
So one was canceling out the other one.
No, it's kind of
No, just giving you kind of a reverb of the
yeah, kind of like it
room
was
effect.
a YouTube's Got Talent.
Yeah, basically, it feels like you're in a big
My
empty
hair-
room.
My hair's got talent.
Yeah, there you go.
My hair's got talent.
I like mine where you can see everything through my my
Yeah, mine does that too. Or
Yeah,
maybe
that's
no,
why I
it
like the
doesn't.
buds. I like the buds better.
Putt had the big headphones, where it really
Dude, it
you
looks
can
like
see
a
like
fucking
everything on the
aircraft
wall.
controller or some shit.
And then he had his
dressed so nice over there.
and then he had his pulsating, microphone, that
Yeah, the play school mic.
The throbbing mic hood.
WWPD. What would Putt do?
Yeah.
It's almost been a year. Next month.
That makes sense. It's like what is this?
I had to pass a law that lane people have to go first.
Yeah,
You
it'd
would
already been
think.
gone.
It's like a movie.
Yeah, Ida would have already been gone then. So
Yeah. Yeah, it'd be. Yep.
That's what I say.
Yeah, there you go. Be careful, that lizard's going to get you. It's going a whole half a mile an hour.
What is?
I don't know why
The
they
lizard.
they had to like rub the BF Goodrich off the side of that truck.
Oh, you can tell that's a lizard with a close up there.
Yeah.
I remember this. You never see the creature in the same screen or the same frame with the people here.
Oh, of course not.
I guess I couldn't figure it out. And then they get away, and the creature's like, "What the hell is the whole point of this scene?" Little did they know.
They could have done a green screen with it like on Land of the Lost, but they didn't.
Yeah.
They didn't
See, they get away, and then the lizard is, Oh, he's at it again. Good Lord. Anybody want a 5-year-old?
5-year-old.
Wait till he becomes a 6-year-old.
He'll calm down when he's in his mid-30s.
Yeah, there you go.
These old sci-fi shows, they really crack me up. I used to watch them all the time when I was younger. It was like, well, this is the coolest thing ever. And then CGI comes along. It's like, huh?
Well, like I said, they did these movies like on after school, movie things or Saturday morning, after the cartoons, they had the old time theater and stuff, and you'd watch like those 50s and 60s B movies. And
oh yeah.
I remember the giant tarantula was my favorite. Remember that one?
Now that one they superimposed like the legs of the tarantula, over the.
Yeah, they did a pretty good job with that, with what they had to work with back then. So, that's what really made it feel weird.
I think the best of those was Them, because that was I think James Whitmore Sr. I think was in it, and a couple of, and that was the giant ants. But they did a great job with that one, 1955.
The other one that was funny.
Go
ahead.
Oh, it's not PD, so I don't dare show it. We'll get this is PD, thank goodness.
PD.
Public domain.
Oh, yeah, look at my public distress, parent distress.
Oh, I thought it meant pretty depressing.
Yeah, pretty depressing.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, what was the other movie where they had like the giant killer rabbits, running all over the place?
Oh, geez.
Was that called Lupus?
That was Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Okay.
Oh, gee.
Well, beyond the rabbit.
There's a couple of them where they have the Incredible 50-Foot Woman, then they had a Giant Man. Then of course
That's
the
what I was talking
giant
about.
teenagers. Remember those?
Oh yeah.
Oh
With
God.
the giant with the slow dancing, like
Oh yeah.
it's so. Oh, it was just nauseating, but it was clever. It was Ronnie Howard was in there. Little Ronnie Howard, I think.
Yeah.
He played the genius kid that came up with the, the enlargement potion. Something
Right.
like that.
And then you got the Incredible Shrinking Woman with Lily Tomlin, from
Oh, I
the
remember
80s.
that. Wow, I forgot about that. Yeah. Or the Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. That was that wasn't as good, but that was too Disney for me.
Oh, yeah.
The best one was Honey, I Blew Up the Kid. Now that was funny.
Yeah.
That was good. There's a little
Honey, I-
2-year-old giant running down the streets of Las Vegas.
Honey, I screwed the neighbor.
Yeah.
Honey, I screwed.
Actually, I think that one exists. You just got to go to the XXX section.
Yeah, that's right. Honey, I screwed.
Remember, Darn, the special back room at Video Buffs there in Hoffman Heights?
With the beaded curtain.
Oh yeah.
Good old days.
The special back room.
Mhm. Yeah.
And what was that song you played this morning, Steve? That Barry Manilow song?
Copacabana. Oh yeah. You thought I said go fuck the band? Here's Barry Manilow. Go fuck the band.
At the Copacabana.
Hey, it's a girl, Forrest Gump.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mama always said, life was like a box of chocolates.
Although she didn't start running in this one. Nobody come up with
Run,
that.
Florestine, run.
Mama always said life was like big bottles of hot sauce,
Yeah.
I thought in the 50s he would run up and just start beating on her if she fell down.
Yeah.
Mama always said life was like being on your period. Oh, that's disgusting, Tony. That's disgusting, Tony. I was just trying to do what Tim does, blame it on somebody else.
Well, I let him do that. But see, no, he wouldn't do that because he's not her dad. I think that he's, for some reason, that's his girlfriend, and she has a little daughter, but she doesn't have a husband. And I don't know, maybe she got blown up in the war or some bullshit.
Oh, yeah.
And see, here's the part everybody loves. He sings a song to her with a little ukulele.
Oh,
And unfortunately, we don't get to hear the song, or fortunately, we don't get to hear the song.
Girl's got a mustache.
Yeah, then she'll
Kinda.
miraculously get a walk. This is back in the day when they were transgender. Be assignment gender for kids.
No.
It was kind of dorky when he's singing. That's a good country song. You look dorky when you're singing.
Yeah.
I was going to say something. I forgot what it was. Probably wasn't important. Who here likes the song Achy Breaky Heart?
Nobody. Nobody ever liked that song in the history of people who don't like songs.
That figures back when it came out, I was able to sing it pretty good.
That's just like the band U2.
U2, why is that bad?
Well, it's just nobody actually liked U2, but everybody thought everybody else did, so nobody wanted to make it awkward.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because I mean, Achy Breaky Heart charted, but I think it was all hate listeners.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it had its appeal at the beginning of it. I think it just got old, and it's like kind of like disco was popular, and then looks like, oh, we're going to pretend like we never liked that.
I never did like it. I actually like it better now than I did back then.
Yeah. Good, we can have a 24-hour disco duck station.
I like some of the Bee Gees stuff. That stuff was actually done properly.
Do you remember me and Big Bob having our disco duck war?
Oh, jeez.
Well, he started out by saying that I wrote and requested the song for you.
Yeah.
So I got back and played the song, and so I didn't mind you had to be there.
I'm just terrified to get back into chat. I just listen to your show in the daytime. So.
Oh no, that guy's gone. That guy's gone.
Oh.
We sent him to Cuba.
Oh, the
dude.
flutter. Yeah. Yeah, come in the chat room, you know.
Yeah.
I'm actually usually working out on RVs, so I just have my earbuds in and I listen to the show.
Oh, cool.
Uh,
Well, I thank you for
it's the
listening. That's
Steve Jarrett Morning Show. SteveJarrett.com.
cool.
Okay.
I think I own both .com and .net. I forget.
Well, I thought you had the .net, but then some stupid
No, somebody took a
scammer
QStar FM, QStarRadio.com.
Oh,
When I was
okay.
down for a while, they took that. And then I switched it to QStar FM so I can get QStarFM.com. So now I have QStarRadio.com and QStarFM.com.
Oh, you were able to get QStarRadio.com
Yeah, I got
back?
it back, yeah. So
Oh, okay.
at least I think, unless it's changed, I forgot to pay it or something, which is possible.
Who controls the .coms?
Yeah. No, that's where TV On came from.
Oh,
Because
no, I don't have it.
when about 12 years ago when we're getting things set up, they were looking for URLs that weren't being used but used to have a lot of traffic.
Yeah.
And they found TV On. Okay, we're going to be selling stuff on TV, so there's it's TV. It kind of works, and so they bought the domain, and so it doesn't really stand for anything. It just happened to be a domain name that had a lot of traffic before we started.
So now they're thinking that people looking for TV on will come to their website now.
At that time, it's probably
yeah, but I mean that's where the name came from, because it should have been something else.
Yeah. And then when I changed the name to QStar FM, people are like, "It's not FM. What are you calling it FM for?" Because I want to. It's not illegal. Or is it misleading? People think it's on FM radio, but
so get a 1 watt, 2 watt FM transmitter.
Oh, there you go.
And then broadcast on QStar FM.
Doesn't that like
you have to pull? You have to sit in your driveway to hear it, but at least it's there.
Listen, I'm going to say like a block radius or something.
Yeah, basically.
Or get a bigger transmitter and buy a yacht and just stay outside in international waters.
Oh,
yeah, Radio Steve Align.
Wasn't that radio station in London that does that? That's on those.
Well, it used to be. Well, they offshore England, because back in the day, the BBC had all these rules, and they wouldn't play recorded music because they had some kind of they had a thing with the musicians union. You could not play records on the BBC.
Oh,
so
geez.
If there was a band, they would have to show up at the studio and do the song live.
Oh,
Imagine,
right.
and Bowie was talking about that. They wanted him to come in and do Space Oddity live. How do you do Space Oddity live with all that shit in the song?
Oh, yeah. There's some things you can't do live.
Yeah.
Like you're going to have the Royal Philharmonic Orchestra come in and do Hooked on Classics or something.
Yeah, there you go.
Or
and so there was
45.
Radio Caroline, which was a ship, I don't know if it was in the channel or offshore somewhere, and but then that sank.
Oh, did it sink? Really? Wow.
So,
Iceberg.
Lettuce.
Iceberg.
Yeah, that was my other post this past week. I survived. 9/11, SARS, COVID, all this stuff. And the last thing I'm gonna do is be taken out by diarrhea lettuce.
Yeah. Because lettuce doesn't even have any nutrition in it. It's just there to kind of take up space.
Lettuce? Yeah.
It serves a useful purpose. It allows you to put more sauce on a sandwich.
I guess.
Yeah.
It holds some of the sauce together.
I like it salad. I love salad.
You like salad.
I like lettuce well enough.
You don't like salad? I love salad. I was just thinking I wanted a salad today, but I'm the only one who eats it around here. It's like, especially as fat as I'm getting, it's probably healthier.
Yeah, if you eat one salad, you'll drop 50 pounds, at least according to every asshole on the internet.
That was Subway. If you live off a Subway, you're going to drop 50, 60 pounds, apparently.
Sure, and then you're going to be a one of them guys, like a PDF, and end up in jail, and then get the shit beat out of you in jail. So no thank you.
Yeah.
The Jared Fogle guy.
You know, seeing that behind you there, God's Chuck, it just makes me, you know, there. And it's got sound effects now. You
Hey, whatever, strikes your heart there.
know?
I'll get a copyright strike for that crap.
That would suck.
Play
That
a
would
copyright
suck.
strike for a TV theme song. Oh, it's too funny. Oh,
That would suck. You get a copyright strike for.
yeah.
Well, they gotta make money somehow.
Yeah. I wonder if that's that copyrighted the 60 Minutes thing.
Poor old George Harrison had to spend the last half of his life in court because of,
Oh,
a
yeah.
riff or some stupid ass thing.
Well, I mean, it does have the same melody as "She's So Fine." He's so fine. She's so fine. In fact, I found
Every 50s song had the same melody.
I know. I've heard so many things. It's like, oh, this one sounds like that one, or you know. And what was that one the Beach Boys did? They took a Chuck Berry song, I think,
Yeah.
and made "Surfing USA" or something like that.
Yeah, Surfing USA. So
Sweet Little 16, I think it was Sweet Little. I think it was Sweet Little 16. I don't remember one of those. You know, and people are just so tiffy. He stole my song.
Well, there was one dude who was like a plaintiff on that George Harrison song lawsuit, and over the years he ended up buying company shares and all this crap, and he ended up being a defendant, or the other way around, in the same.
Really?
Because he went from owning one song to owning the other one.
So I remember was that the Crystals or the Shirelles that did "He's So Fine"? I think it was the Crystals.
I think it was the
whoever it
Crystals,
was,
yeah.
It's Culture
they
Club.
they did a version of "My Sweet Lord" themselves.
Yeah.
That I have, yeah.
Well, the
It was
Beach Boys, I
Culture
think
Club.
they covered a couple of Chuck Berry songs too.
Yeah.
Oh, here comes the lizard. He's knocking over that guy's train set.
Oh, poor train set. Oh, is he gonna go right on the track?
Yeah.
You think that train would hurt the poor lizard?
I think he gets out of the way. I think he sees it coming.
I
But he
see
messed
the
up the
train.
bridge there. Yeah, he busts the bridge and then walks off.
Is that no, that's a lizard. I thought it was a gator for a second. See, and they're never in the same frame together. The train, the car, or the lizard.
Yeah, look at him. He does his damage and then he walks off.
Uh-huh.
And then now he's looking at this guy. And this guy's drunk all the time. And then whammo, there goes the guy's train set.
Oh, yeah. Okay, he destroyed the bridge. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, he had to trap lunch somehow. I didn't think lizards ate meat anyway.
But he's
I guess
glad
we-
somebody invented reverse. Oh, I'm sorry.
Ooh, time for lunch.
And it's gonna be barbecued.
Yeah.
Let's see what's in this toy train set.
Even if that was giant, doesn't seem particularly scary because you can still walk away.
Yeah, I know it does go so slow, you know. Oh, it's chasing me. Oh, it's chasing me.
Yeah, and that's the cop.
Sheriff
They had
Taylor,
fat cops
50
back
years
then
later.
too.
Yeah, fat
I wasn't gonna say fat cops, but I'm like, oh, a guy with a gut back then.
Yeah, fat
I don't
cops.
feel
fat
so
cops.
bad.
Fat cops.
What are you gonna do? Well, I'm fat too, so I could say it. So
Yeah, but you're not. Yeah, you're not.
I'm not a cop, okay?
Because it wouldn't have occurred to me to go out and try to be a cop.
That's Uncle Joe 30 years earlier. Look at that.
Yeah,
Looks his,
with these fishing
clothes.
lures and stuff.
Yeah. Walter Matthau reject, the other guy.
Hmm.
I mean, he's dressed exactly like Uncle Joe.
Yeah,
Yeah, shirtless
every drunk old fisherman guy. looked like that.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's the
Edgar
thing, back in the
Buchanan.
50s and 60s, everybody just kind of dressed the same. It's like,
Yeah.
you know, it's
I
not
was
rock the boat.
watching behind the scenes of Petticoat Junction, the documentary, and Edgar Buchanan. Hey, I think it was his name. Edgar Buchanan played Uncle Joe.
Hmm.
Yeah. He kept saying, and they kept quoting him as saying he hated that role. All he did was like a lazy old guy, didn't have much to do. Well, what'd you take the fucking job for?
Yeah, that's
Man,
well,
you know,
it keeps them away from doing like Hamlet or some damn thing. I don't
yeah, I
know.
guess so.
I mean, how many people get one paying gig, let alone more than one?
Yeah.
Like,
They'll get something that pays them, and they can keep doing it forever because it's that good. But then they say, "Oh, I'm tired of this. You know, I want to move on, do something different."
yeah,
And
it was,
who
you
did
know,
that?
it was like Alan Hale Jr. You know,
Mhm.
you know, he made it his own. You know, he
Oh,
even had
Skipper,
like a
yeah.
seafood restaurant for a while,
The Skipper,
and he'd
yeah.
dress up like the skipper and go in and greet his
Hmm.
customers. You know, he doubled down on it.
Yeah, he loved it, you know. But there was, who was that? There's a character on the soap opera General Hospital that nobody knows anything about, but he played this character for like 15 years, and all of a sudden decided, oh, I want to go off and do something else. And now a year later, I guess he has no work and he's trying to come back to the show. Well, they've already
Mm.
recast his character. You know, what are you gonna do? You know, I guess he missed the weekly paycheck. I guess.
Yeah,
You
the thing is,
know,
you know, be a big star and then you get all the money and then you blow all your money and then everybody's forgotten about you.
yeah,
But if you're like a character actor, you get a steady paycheck.
yeah, you know.
You know, if you watch a lot of 60s TVs, you always see the same dudes on every show.
Oh yeah, yeah. I was looking behind the scenes of Bewitched. They were talking about this. Remember when they would do a screenshot of Samantha and Serena,
Yeah.
but you just see one from behind. Like the girl that always stood in for Samantha when doing this Serena character was always an extra. You can see in the background every once in a while.
Yeah. Well,
That was
they
kind of
use stand-ins like that too for like over-the-shoulder shots and stuff.
yeah.
Or
Mm.
if they're like shooting like just reaction shots, one person talking, you know, facing the camera and the other one, you know,
Mhm.
because like the Shatner had one guy who always did his stuff. And you see it in the fights sometimes. You know, if it's in a long shot, the guy's not
Oh,
Shatner, the one's doing all the flips and jumps and
I
all that
thought
crap.
Shatner did all his own stunts in there.
Guys, I'm going to be back in like 30 seconds. My screen's doing something funky. I'm going to exit out and come right back in.
All
All
right.
right, we'll time you. We'll time you.
See, it's not
All
even
right.
letting me leave.
We're holding you hostage.
Yeah, something's. It's like my
What?
screen's
That's
frozen. I mean, I can see everybody moving, but my screen is frozen.
That's weird. That's
It's like the Zoom
But
version of Hotel California.
yeah.
yeah.
yeah, probably.
Welcome to the Zoom, California. You can check out anytime you want, but you can never leave. You just don't have Cool Whip in your hair. That's
Maybe it'll just clear up on its own. You don't have to worry about it.
yeah.
It's almost like suddenly my computer's downloading something in the background, and
Oh, go to your task manager.
Petticoat Junction.
See what's playing there. I did not. Boy, my Google Chrome is using up the biggest amount of memory right now.
Oh yeah, it'll use a gig of RAM for one tab. But
Oh yeah.
so what I did is I took, you know, because to get the task manager you have to Control Alt Delete and then choose it.
Yeah.
But once you bring up task manager, you could pin it to the taskbar.
Okay. Oh yeah. I should do
So
that.
that's what I had.
Because I don't use Control Delete. I use the Windows Startup button here. Right click it, and it has Task Manager on there too.
Oh, okay.
That
Tom
yeah.
experiment.
There he
Oh my
is.
God.
Oh,
Oh,
well,
yeah,
he's
80.
moving around.
Okay, there we go. Let me get over. I just like
But
being over on that side because I'm kind of leaning this way on it to be able to see. What
oh,
I'm
you can
doing.
move pictures around if you wanted.
Yep, I
That's cool.
can. I'm because I'm the boss. Mouse,
Walter.
mouse, mouse.
He wants to play.
No,
The-
you got to put a W sound in there. Mouse, mouse.
Mouse. Mouse.
Yeah.
Who says that? Mouse. Who says I forget who says that.
That was some foreign on some show.
Oh.
Shut up!
Yeah?
So I'm experimenting with running AI models locally.
Oh, yeah, what kind?
Uh,
Yep.
image stuff so far.
Yeah, don't tell
Ah.
Timmy.
It takes like 12 gigabytes of video card memory.
Oh, wow, really?
And
So
that's
you
all
like are you making pictures or animations? I mean,
I was just, for my sci-fi game, I was trying to make like build, screen art for buildings and factories and stuff.
oh, so you design games? Is it, or is it just a hobby? Or
Yeah, yeah. I started it this year, but it's fun.
Okay.
But it's on the computer, and I haven't liked the computer this week, so I haven't made any progress.
Oh, wow. So is it what is it like? Hobbit stuff, or is it about anything?
I made a Dungeons and Dragons game where you could build a party and play through an adventure. So I got that one mostly done,
Oh,
and then I started the July 1st on another sci-fi game, and the idea of this one is to make a corporate or a sci-fi mega corporation.
oh,
So you start off on a planet manufacturing stuff and grow and take over other planets, and your competitors will invade your base and either blow stuff up or steal your stuff.
Oh, like Palantir.
so is it like downloadable on app or anything yet?
No, it's just on my computer. I don't.
Oh, okay.
The D&D one I can't do anything with because
Oh, copyright.
yeah, and I never planned on trying to. And this one I don't know if I'm going to try to distribute it or not, but mostly I'm learning. So with the Claude,
Mhm.
I can make probably almost a pretty good fully functional game in about a month.
That'd be-
I was thinking of doing a modern version of Rebellion, maybe.
yeah,
Of course,
maybe
I
you share it with among friends and stuff,
Yeah.
Well, just change the name of it, darn, to Humans and Houses. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sellers and wyverns.
Yeah. See, it's like the Star Trek story. I know I can't make any money off of that, and I don't want to. I like the story, but there's a platform for fan fiction writing, writing fan fiction.
Yep,
And I've been reading stories off of that line for a long time, and they're really good stories out there.
Oh, cool. And Star Trek's okay with it.
Yeah, it's just fan fiction, and nobody's making money off of it. It's been around for years and years and years. I think Star Trek, they have a problem with Star Trek films, fan films. I think
Oh yeah.
because the technology is there to make it almost as good or better than the production than the studios themselves.
I'll tell you what, I've watched some of the fan films for Star Wars, and holy crap, some people got some damn good ideas that doesn't,
Oh yeah, fans come up with better ideas most of the time rather than the officials. I've been seeing. I'm not Star Trek or Star Wars fan either, but I've been seeing some. It's like this is really good, and it's all AI a lot. Well, not all of it, but the ones you've seen where they like regular people acting in them. Is that what it was, or AI?
Yeah. Well, it's both of them. I mean, some of them just, it's more the story side of it. They got some really.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Fans know what they want, And I don't understand why the studio execs say this is what we're going to do, whether they like it or not. Crap, I don't understand. It's not just Star Wars or something. They do that with a lot of shows and movies.
And I'll be right back, gentlemen. It's time for a break.
Enjoy yourself.
Oh.
Enjoy yourself. Yeah. I wish when I play Michael Jackson on my show that there wouldn't be cracks made there, every damn time. That's why I made those stupid the AI things.
Yeah. Well, see, MJ said some mean things that were not incorrect about record executives and stuff.
Well, yeah.
They didn't like that too much.
Oh my, well, yeah.
Those
Man,
record
Michael
executives.
he might have said a few things, but said other stuff that I wish, it's never going to be proven. Might as well just shut up and forget about it. Oh, this 5-year-old, I swear to God. I don't know if you hear it. He whines like a little mouse.
Yeah.
You hear that?
Not really.
Good. Anyway. Oh, he's mad.
What's he gonna be mad about? He's 5. Everything's perfect when you're 5.
I know.
Although I remember once I was in this cafe up in Northern California, and the waitress called me Shorty, and that pissed me off. Boy, oh boy. I was still steaming about that years later.
How tall were you?
I don't know, I was about 5 years old, so not very. That waitress is probably 100 years old now, so.
Who is a
Can't
ghost
go
on
over.
God's truck screen now?
Oh, there you go.
See that?
There it goes. It looks like a
Schrodinger's chair.
sandwich.
Yeah, it looks like his
it's
chair.
a chair. Oh, okay. It's like a suede chair.
Disappearing and stuff. So. That's like when I put this over a little lens. I got a lens cleaner for glasses here. I usually put over my screen like that, and it shows a little ghost.
Yeah, there you go.
Like that.
Or nowadays, webcams will have like a little cover that'll flip down over it.
Oh yeah.
Because I remember I think was it Bill Gates or was it Steve Jobs? Years and years ago, he was at something and he was working on a laptop and they had a camera crew around, and somebody noticed that he had a strip of black electrical tape over the camera on his laptop.
I used to always do that with my work once.
Oh, is that because people can get in your computer and turn on your camera?
Right, and they could turn the camera on and disable the little light that says the camera's on.
Oh, maybe I should start covering this back up like that.
Or you could be a dumbass and hit the video button when you're on a Teams call at work without meaning to.
Yeah.
Oh.
That was mostly my thinking.
Oh.
Although, I mean, it wouldn't have been a huge deal. I just didn't want to look at myself.
Yeah. But thing is,
As long
behind
as you're not in
me,
the crapper.
yeah, behind me is actually just our bedroom instead of just this. So it'd be crap to see this messy room. So I don't know.
We went to a restaurant in Texas with Gottschalk and his family, and it wasn't like in a big city. It was out in the sticks, I think. But anyway, all the guys were like 7.5 feet tall cowboy type dudes, and all their wives were like 3 feet tall. I just couldn't figure out how that worked genetically.
Yeah, it's kind of like they need a ladder to kiss them.
Yeah, there you go.
But they're just the right height for it. Never mind. Look at that. Look at
Well,
the
that was the
pretty.
thing. My dad was 5'2". I don't know. And I look just like him, except for the fact that I'm 10 inches taller.
Okay, where's this lizard at now?
It's trying to bust into the little dance hall or barn or whatever.
Oh,
Looks like
it's pretty big.
Yeah.
What?
He's trying to shoot it. That'll work.
Oh, see, it's scared it away now. See, there must be some toy cars right by it then.
Yep.
Why don't they just train it instead of kill it?
Yeah. Put a leash around
It
it.
was
give
the
it some
50s. They
snackies.
don't think of shit like that.
Or
What do you do?
just
Rope thing and then just try to ride it like a wild horse?
Yeah. Yeah.
so Dave, did you when you were a cop, did you do a lot of shooting guns out of people's hands and stuff like that?
Sure.
Yeah, just like the TV shows, huh?
Sure.
Just like the westerns.
And then I woke up.
Yeah.
And the pillow was missing.
Mm-hmm.
I've talked to a lot of ex-police officers, and they said a lot of them said they rarely ever took their weapon out of their holster.
That was me.
They rarely used a weapon, so which is good,
31 years, I've never fired my weapon at anybody.
Well, that's a good record then, it's.
I
Didn't
probably
even shoot-
pulled it.
Didn't even shoot any
Right.
dogs.
I've heard of cops doing that too. Get scared of the dog, so they shoot him, and it turns out to be a little tiny chihuahua,
Mm.
No,
Like your dog?
yeah. No, but no, I can, I don't know. I just
Heard from Nebs lately, or
from who?
Nebs?
No, I haven't heard anything. Heard he's last I heard he was moving. I don't know where or what, so I don't know why. He hasn't even tried to contact us here at the show yet. Can you believe that?
Yeah.
That's just terrible.
Allie was supposed to be back this week.
No, she's getting her renewing her insurance license, I think, or taking some classes and stuff. She also wants to get a real estate license, which I think, wow,
Yeah. Every other person here in Florida has a real estate license.
that's true.
Yeah.
It's definitely a saturate.
Who can afford to buy a house around here anyway?
Well, the house
Or
across
anywhere.
the street here sold $805,000, and the back of the property butts right up against the train track. The train track that, how much worse it. I'm across the street from the train track. That house
yeah.
there is butts right up to the train track.
Oh, and $800,000.
Probably bought by an investor group, and they're going to turn around and rent it or lease it out, for $5,000 a
Yeah,
month.
that's what everybody does. Yeah.
Is rent that high out that way?
Oh, it is insane.
Like
I was looking at
$5,000 a
next
month?
door, and they've got a back house, a little one bedroom, one bath cottage, but it's a freestanding house. They want $2,500 a month.
Holy crap!
Now, the old rule of thumb, which I don't think applies anymore, is that you're supposed to have your monthly gross pay should be gross before taxes should be 3 times the rent. So if the rent's $2,500, you need to be making $7,500 a month.
What is that girl doing out in the middle of nowhere? How did she get there?
I've seen this movie 100 times. I still don't quite know.
Yeah,
They both did.
and if you're making $7,500 a month, you're definitely not going to get a little one-room place to the back lot somewhere.
You would think.
I'll tell you what, if it was just me and my cat,
Mm-hmm.
I would be happy in one of those tiny homes.
Oh yeah. Oh, me too. Me too. Less to deal with. Just enough room for the stuff and a place to sit down and place to park the
Sleep,
car.
take a crap,
Yeah.
cook a little dinner.
Oh, is the lizard on fire now?
Yeah, he blew up the lizard with his car.
Oh.
And some
Hey, darn,
ammunition,
I had-
which he just happened to have.
I had crystals a couple days ago.
Was it good?
It tastes just like crystals, and then I, belched up onion, for the next 12 hours. But
Nice.
Well, you get to enjoy it like multiple times.
I'll
We
be right
have
back.
one crystal here, and it was terrible. So I'm thinking of taking a road trip down to Mandarin someday because I'm
Oh.
sure they have one down there. Ponte Vedra. I don't know if Ponte Vedra has a crystal.
Yeah, let me take a look. See.
With my diet, I would probably just eat one of them.
I gave up on that shit. I really did.
What, dieting?
Crystals.
No, dieting.
I'm not really dieting. I'm doing the Wegovy pills.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it just takes your app. And so I went to Publix and got a foot long Italian sub
Uh-huh.
and brought it home, and it was already cut in half, so 2 6-inch ones. So I cut one of those in half, and I ate 3-inch for lunch, and then the rest of the for dinner. So that lasted me 2 days, and that totally filled me up. So today I made a tuna sandwich, little bread, and only half a can of tuna, and that's pretty much it. I haven't been able to eat anything else. So I'll be losing weight here.
Well, just don't end up looking like a damn scarecrow. I mean, that's I think, well, because I've eventually got to get my ass in gear, and now I'm on Medicare and all that, so I need to get my first checkup since 1989, and I'll probably get, because I got my feet are swelled up, and I got this and that and the other thing, and they're probably going to want me to take all these pills. So I managed to make it 65 years without having a whole bunch of pills, but I'm sure that's going to change.
I'm pretty anti-pill, but I figure, well, I know the side effects of being a lard ass, so that's not
Yeah.
good. So I figure that's worth a compromise. And I think the problem with the GLP drugs is you lose all that weight and then you get skinny and wrinkly. It's like, well, you didn't look wrinkly because you were fat. It stretches out wrinkles. Now you don't have the fat to hide the wrinkles. So
No,
I
there
don't.
isn't one
I'm
there.
not what? Oh,
So there isn't one there.
not in Ponte Vedra or Mandarin.
No, the next nearest one to you is down by Garden City on the 104 and 95.
Yeah, but can you tell if it's a good one?
No. Sorry.
I would have got a bag of crystals and a bag of chili cheese puffs. Been a happy camper. Although when I lived here, the first time we would occasionally go there. It wasn't like it was awesome. It wasn't our favorite thing to do, but it's nice every once in a while. That and Rallies, but Rallies is gone, I guess.
Oh, it's just Checkers now.
Yeah. But that's the same thing, right?
Was
Like
that what
Hardee's.
happens to it? I was wondering.
Yeah, Checkers and Rallies combined, and then Checkers just kind of took over the.
Oh, okay.
We were going through Memphis and we didn't want to stop because it didn't look like an awesome neighborhood. But there was a Checkers and or Rallies and a Crystal right across the street from each other. I'm like, awesome. We're getting back to civilization.
Yeah.
There's some foods in Colorado I miss.
I'm trying to, well, In and Out. That's the only one I can think of. Artisan Pizza was pretty good. Just kind of go in at the counter like a Chipotle or something, but they make you a pizza.
Yeah, but, yeah. There's absolutely no Checkers in Jacksonville area.
Really?
The nearest ones to you are Gainesville.
Man. I don't have much reasons to go back to Jacksonville. I went there to buy my car, and then I think that's about it. I would like to go down and just drive around a little bit, see if it stirs any memories. But I'm in no hurry to.
All right, we're going to play a Department of Defense film. All right. So, like I said, what I'm really hoping for is somebody bigwig, from Rolex sees, me advertising, and they say, you know what? Here you go. Here's a Rolex.
Yeah, they'll send you a cease and desist.
Yeah.
If it's wrapped around a
Unofficial.
Rolex,
Yeah, wrapped around a Rolex. Yeah. I'll cease and desist into Rolex. Yeah.
Robert Loggia.
Rob. Ooh. Ooh.
I think that was
That's
like the only movie he ever made that he was like the star of. Everything else he was always like the second or third banana.
Yeah, like an Independence Day. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was like the big 4-star general, but he was still like second or third string, on the movie.
Right.
Not Viola Harris.
But what's interesting is Jerome Bixby, Star Trek, and Gerald Fried. Gerald Fried, he wrote da 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 with the Gorn and the Kirk and the fighting.
Yep.
That was him. So we got a Star
actually.
Trek writer and a Star Trek composer.
I found out I was wrong about something this week. Eisenhower, I always thought he was the head guy in charge of all Allied military forces.
Yeah, he was the Supreme Commander. Yeah,
but that was just
the-
for the European theater.
Yeah,
Oh, it
just
was.
the
It was
European
enough.
theater.
I thought
MacArthur
it-
was the
Yeah. See, I thought he was like over everybody for the whole war.
well. George C. Marshall was actually the chief of staff. He was over both MacArthur and Eisenhower.
Yeah. But Ike basically just ran the entire show in the European theater. He was the one who decided they should hold back and let the Soviets have half of Europe. So I don't like Ike. You may like Ike. I don't like Ike.
And Patton wanted to go after him.
Well, no. Patton wanted to reform the SS and push the Russians out. He does not like the Soviet Union at all.
I don't disagree with him, but I don't think people would have been too happy about that. They would have, enough is enough.
That wasn't one of Pat. I mean, I get this from the movie Patton, but didn't he pretty much tell, Carl Malden's character, we've already got the army in place in Germany. Just let me keep going.
Yeah. It was pretty much just because he didn't like communism very much.
I don't even think we really liked it at all, but we tend to,
Yeah, the people behind the scenes kind of wanted it that way.
Because you had the different 5 stars during World War II, and they didn't get their 5th stars until 1944.
Yeah, I think so. They didn't
Eisenhower got his 5th star, and then was Halsey, MacArthur, Nimitz.
There was like a
5-star, yeah.
What?
Yeah, he did. There was like a dozen of them.
Yeah,
Because
because the U.S. didn't have the rank of field marshal, but a 5-star is basically a field marshal.
And they had to make Marshall a 5-star because they didn't want MacArthur and Eisenhower answering to a 4-star when they were 2 5-stars.
Yeah, you get into number of stars and you're more of a politician than anything else.
Actually, you get any star, you're a politician.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you're still a division commander, probably, but yeah, Halsey was what, the Atlantic Command 5-star.
U.S. Navy. He was. I think he was SINCPAC.
Halsey
Chief Pacific.
No, I thought Nimitz was SINCPAC. Nimitz was a 5-star.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that always would have been under. Of course, that was Navy, and then of course MacArthur was Army.
Yeah. Yeah, the Army didn't.
Because the Navy didn't have a hell of a lot to do with the European theater, except for D-Day.
Other than just all the big convoys back and forth, and
yeah.
Because Germany didn't have much of a navy to fight.
Well, they had the U-boats. That was the
Except
main
for
thing.
dust
The
boots.
surface navy wasn't that. Yeah, the U-boats were, but the surface navy didn't really get to do much.
Yeah, because the European theater was mostly a land campaign, and the Pacific theater was mostly a sea campaign.
Yeah. Which is always weird because you see an aircraft carrier, a U.S. Navy aircraft carrier, with the deck completely covered in P-51s and P-38s and whatnot. Because they didn't have any other way to get the fighter, because it doesn't have the range, you can't fly it over there. So they just would use an aircraft carrier and they wouldn't be able to take off and land, and wouldn't matter because the entire flight deck was completely covered in planes.
Mhm.
So they would have to, put them on the ship with a crane and then take them off the ship with a crane.
I don't even think we had any active carriers in the Atlantic theater in World War II, did we?
One, I think maybe one, if that.
Oh yeah, no, that was Pacific, the Nimitz. But it was only there for a few days during World War II.
Because I think the first Ranger was in the Atlantic, because it was kind of a sort of a half-ass. It wasn't
A full
as
carrier?
big as the later. Yeah, well, it was just a transitional design. It's kind of a transitional design, because the first, the Langley was just basically experimental, and then the Lexington and Saratoga were rebuilt unfinished cruisers that were going to get scrapped. So instead of scrapping them, they redesigned them and rebuilt them as aircraft carriers. And I think the Ranger was the first, actually, from the keel up, dedicated carrier, but it was not quite, they were still feeling their way out.
I caught your Nimitz responsible for World War II.
No, Nimitz was Chester Nimitz.
Well, the USS Ranger and the USS Wasp were part of the Atlantic Fleet before they transferred them to the Pacific Fleet. And they did use some because they had to use them for anti-submarine warfare as carrier,
right.
Convoy protection.
Yeah.
So what do modern destroyers do?
Destroy.
So I'm watching The Last Ship, and it's about a pandemic, and most people in the world die, but there's like one destroyer left.
Wasn't that one where they call it the Red Fever?
Something like that, yeah. But anyway, they're up against a submarine, and they're like, "Oh shit, we can't handle a submarine." And I'm thinking, I thought that's what destroyers are kind of for.
In World War II, they were basically deployed against submarines, or just escorts for larger ships.
Anyway, it's kind of cool. I like just the Navy stuff and the ships and everything.
What's kind of funny is that a nuclear aircraft carrier carries fuel oil with her, because the carrier will refuel the escort ships.
Oh, nice. So it has to carry the fuel either way. It just doesn't burn it.
Right. Well, they'll come up alongside and refuel the smaller escort ships. I guess the destroyers are there just so, so somebody with a speedboat can't get to the aircraft carrier, so they can sink the destroyer instead.
Seems like I ought to be in charge of the Navy, because I think they need a bunch of smaller ships instead
carriers.
of
It's like carriers now are like kind of battleships were in World War II. It's like they're big, they're expensive, and then not all that useful.
Yeah.
Actually, they keep those 4 battleships, even though they're like, mothballed at the moment, but they keep them
they're all
in like,
ships.
what do they call, ready reserve status.
Well, up until the 90s they did. Now you wouldn't be able to get the Missouri or the Iowa. They've been
Steven Seagal could do it.
What was it?
There was this TV show called Scorpion or some damn thing, and it was these like super geniuses who like helped out the government and did shit, and they needed to get to Europe real fast, so they all get in the car and drive down to this aircraft museum that just happens to have the B-70. And they are able to fire up the B-70 and fly it to Europe.
I'm not familiar with that.
B-70?
Yeah.
Mach 3 with the wing tips that fold down?
No.
You're okay.
Yeah, the Valkyrie. It's a Valkyrie, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the
I
Valkyrie.
might recognize it if I see it,
But there's only they built two. They crashed one during a photo op, and the other one's at Wright Patterson, I think. And it would take more money than even Musk has to
I remember.
return that thing to flight status.
oh yeah, I
I,
see
I,
that.
I remember it was called what, the XB-70, the Valkyrie.
Yep.
Yeah. Now, what
Nice.
were the last four carriers? What they were? The Missouri, the Iowa, the Wisconsin, and
Battleships. Yeah, they built 4 of the Iowas. It's interesting. That's the only class of battleship where every one of them that was completed and commissioned is still in existence. Of course, they're all museum ships now. The Iowas in Los Angeles. If I ever get a car or something again, I'm gonna have to go visit.
but there was
The
4
Missouri
of them.
is
Iowa, the
in
Missouri.
Honolulu, in Pearl Harbor,
Mhm.
tied up facing the Arizona Memorial.
They
You
didn't
got the
learn their
Arizona
lesson.
where the war in the Pacific started, and the Missouri, which the surrender at the end of World War II was signed on board the USS Missouri.
And the Wisconsin is Texas, right down by Corpus Christi, or
I think so. It's kind of hard to have a museum ship in Wisconsin.
yeah.
This is the New
And
Jersey.
then there was a fourth one. There was 4. Yeah, the New Jersey. That was the other one.
Yeah,
And the New Jersey's in New Jersey, I think, isn't it? Or
I think so. Yeah.
Philadelphia. Yeah.
But I don't know if any of those ships ever like squared off against an enemy battleship.
Well, the
Well,
last one.
when they develop anti-gravity, they can get the battleships going again, and then they can fly just upside down. They'll have to redo the decks and stuff so you're not walking on the ceilings.
Yeah.
But then you got guys just aiming down, and you can
Yeah.
just shoot.
There you go.
That's
I mean,
what
'cause I think the last enemy battleship out there was what, the Yamato, and they pretty much, the submarines
Musashi.
got that one.
Forget which was which. I don't know. I'm not as much up on the Japanese ones as I should be. 'Cause I know there was one surviving Japanese battleship that ended up getting used in the atomic bomb testing.
And I know the Prince Eugene is down in the Marshall Islands.
Yeah, atomic
Oh.
testing, Prinz Eugen. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was the only surviving, basically, German ship. Should have been in a museum, but well, nobody listens to me. But what was I gonna?
it belongs in a museum.
Yeah,
All right. So what movie is this from? Who is
It's
this
The
that
Lost
speaks to
Missile.
me as if I needed his advice?
This is The Lost Missile. This features one of the writers of the movie was the Jerome Bixby, who wrote for Star Trek, the original series. Steve, when I say Star Trek, if I just say Star Trek, I mean the original series. And also Gerald Fried did the music. And Gerald Fried, he wrote the fight music for Kirk and the Gorn.
Boom, 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 boom.
So this movie's got credentials. Plus, it's got it's got a crap ton of stock footage of every friggin' aircraft. I mean, they were so hard up in this scenario. Yeah, see the UFO is causing things to, because it's flying too fast, too close to the ground, and so it's causing all this heat and it's blowing shit up. Just even though it probably didn't even mean to cause damage, it's just doing it because it's going so fast.
That's
I don't think
at least that's the
UFOs
premise.
actually have a whole lot of friction issues. They make a little bubble in space around them.
Well, that's the thing. I think he's like just flying too low, and there's the Pentagon. Everybody's got phones.
Wendy said
But it's
something
such a
about
big deal that you've got everything from like from like a B-29 to a B-52 all flying at the same. You know, it's like Independence Day where they're all. You know, it's like every Air Force in the world's all flying wingtip to wingtip. Even the old drunk guy.
Yeah, the
Well, yeah.
USS Drum is in Mobile, Alabama, but the USS Alabama is also in Mobile, Alabama.
Which makes sense.
There was a ship called Drum, USS Drum.
They had USS everything's.
Well, the British are still the best at ship names. There was actually an HMS Unicorn. And of course, they have
there's
the Indefatigables.
There's a destroyer that used to be named the USS Terre Haute. You know, come on. A little town in Indiana.
I had written a story years and years and years ago, Star Trek story, where I named the ship USS Detroit, and then somebody said, "Well, you don't usually name a ship after a city; it's usually a state."
No, no, it depends on the type of ship. Depends on the type of ship, Steve. The battleships
submarines are usually
after states.
Oh.
Well, the battleships used to be named after states, but since there are no battleships, even though every Gen Xer thinks everything painted gray with a gun is a battleship, but no, an actual battleship, since they're not in use anymore, so they started naming the ballistic missile submarines after states.
Yeah.
Well, this was mostly a science vessel, starship.
But most of the attack submarines are named after cities, like the USS Los Angeles, the USS, you know.
Well, they do have city names then. Okay, well, somebody didn't know what they were talking about.
Well, they name them after damn near everything. Oh, they, you know. Yes,
Carriers are now named after presidents.
Yeah.
Didn't I hear they had a USS Clinton? No, not Clinton. Bush.
Yeah,
Yes.
well, named after Senior H.W. Bush. But no, one of the new carriers in the works is named after Doris. What's his name?
Doris Day.
No. Come on, the guy at Pearl Harbor, the black guy who was like a cook, and he got to an anti-aircraft gun and started shooting.
Oh, that's holy crap! What was his name?
Well, that's
first name was Doris, which is weird enough as it was.
Doris, yeah, well, that's one.
So he probably knew how to fight.
Yeah,
probably did. He was like the boy named Sue.
Yeah, boy named Doris.
But they're naming a carrier after him.
Well,
and then, of course, there's going to be another Enterprise because the CVN 65 is being scrapped.
Oh, is it? I thought that was out of service for years, wasn't it?
Yeah, they because of all the radioactivity, it's a real bitch to scrap a ship like that, and can't be used as a museum because there's just too much radioactivity.
So what are they going to do with it? Or just
cut it up, like they did with the Enterprise that was in World War II, the CV6 Enterprise World War II. They wanted to turn that into a museum ship, but they couldn't get enough support and ended up chopping that one up.
Well, it's too bad they chop up a piece of. For Star Trek 4, that wasn't really the Enterprise they were on, I don't think. The cargo carrier. No, I think
that was the Ranger.
That was what?
You mean in the nuclear vessels? Yeah, that was the USS Ranger.
I thought so. Yeah, they just said it was the Enterprise. Did they actually film on the ship? I think that scene.
No, they got plenty of sets and stuff. Yeah, there's always movies being made about the Navy.
Oh, some of them, I think they take old Navy ships or something that are scrap and fix up a piece of it just for filming.
Yeah, it's just easier to use plywood. You paint it, looks just, that's movie magic.
Well, yeah,
that's what they did for the movie Pearl Harbor.
Did they?
Back in like 2001, 2002, whenever that movie came out.
Mm-hmm. I think I saw that Pearl Harbor movie.
An awful movie.
The problem is they filmed it in Pearl Harbor and they had all the ships there, but they were all modern ships with the bows that kind of, with a sharp angle on them.
Yeah.
They didn't look World War II-ish at all.
Yeah, because
the whole movie,
the destroyers of World War II.
Go ahead.
I said because the World War II ships, their front cutting edges were almost like straight down. You know, they were
Yeah,
like,
they were pretty much vertical. But and Pearl Harbor, I mean, the story, the actual story was interesting enough. They didn't have to throw all that bullshit in. They had, one of the pilots had flown for the British in the Battle of Britain. No, you don't get. There were Americans flying over there, but they would have to resign their commissions and go over there and it ain't going to happen.
Yeah.
But there were two guys who managed to get airborne in a couple of P-40s during the Pearl Harbor attack.
Oh, and then they had fire on the Japanese.
yeah, they took quite a few planes down.
Oh,
Yeah. I mean,
And
not
then
nearly
neither
enough, but
one
at
of
least
them- And then neither one of them scored another aerial kill during the entire war.
wow.
And neither one of them were on the Doolittle raid, which was the other
Yes.
premise of that movie, which was just why make up nonsense? Just tell the real story.
Was that show Baba Black Sheep? Was that supposed to be after after Pearl Harbor or before
Yeah.
Pearl Harbor?
Well, after, of course.
Actually, that was in Caledonia, the
Oh,
New Caledonia,
Yeah.
which was actually down by Australia. It's pretty darn close.
They're lucky they didn't get killed by snakes and gators,
Yeah.
spiders.
Well, spiders, yeah. Or snakes. Because I don't like spiders or snakes. Actually,
Yeah.
I'll be back.
You fool.
No, Baba Black Sheep took place in what, 43, 44?
yeah,
Right.
because Boynton was shot down just about a year before the war ended.
Yeah.
Because I read his
Did he
book
die?
and he said,
Oh, he lived.
I read his book. Dead people don't write books. I read his book, and he said that he was a prisoner of war in Japan for almost a year, and of course they didn't give him any alcohol. And he thought that if they'd have just held him for like another month, maybe he could have really kicked the alcohol because he was almost a year sober, but not quite. And then he was released. The war ended, and they went, of course, right back to drinking.
And
there's a
Baba Black
52.
Sheep. Yeah. And Baba Black Sheep lasted for what, 6 seasons?
Yeah.
And then Major Pappy Boynton was only commanded VMF 214 for like 73 days.
Yeah.
He got shot down in like 73 days.
Did they show that on the series that he got shot down and all that stuff?
Nope. It would have kind of made it difficult for him to run a Marine Corps fighter squadron from POW camp.
That's true.
See, there's a B-36. Now, if you like jets and piston engines, we got both. Oh, there's a B-52. I don't think they ever flew together, but here, I guess.
For the purposes of this movie that nobody knew anything,
And there's a B-47, just to spice things up a little bit.
And what's really cool is VMF 214 still exists in California. They're based out of California, in San Diego.
Yeah.
Or Lemoore, or wherever. But they're still called the Black. But they still wear the Black Sheep patch and everything else. They maintain that heritage of that squadron.
Oh yeah.
Wow. That's yeah, it was a good show. I not much into war shows, but Baba Black Sheep was a pretty good show.
Well, I mean, they managed to gather together like 5 flyable Corsairs, which was a pretty good feat.
Oh yeah.
I think like 3 of them are still flyable. I think one crashed years later.
They probably use them at air shows and stuff, I guess.
Yeah, I think like one of them is on static display at a museum because it's God, you can imagine, you keeping a car running, that it doesn't have 18 cylinders or
yeah. Well, that was what about 80 years ago.
It is now, yeah. But remember, the Baba actually was back in the 70s, so it was only
30.
because Boynton actually did a cameo on that show. He was still alive.
I heard
when they were
about
making
that.
the
That's
show.
right. Yeah.
He actually died not too awful long ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's been a while now.
Okay.
Considering the life he led, he did live to be a pretty good age.
I
Or
know they
was
call
it?
him Pappy Boyington.
You know why? Because when he was in that
Major.
squadron, he was commanding that squadron. He was 27 years old,
Wow, he was
and
the
most
oldest.
fighter pilots were like 18, 19, 20. So they
Jeez,
considered him the old man.
But
And Bob Conrad was like 37 or 38 when he did the show.
yeah,
So he was way too old to be a fighter pilot.
Wasn't Boyington though one of the original Flying Tigers in China too, or?
Yeah, he was in the AVG, the American Volunteer Group.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you watch the pilot for Baba Black Sheep, that's where it starts. He's with Claire Chenault in the AVG flying the P-40, and then they show him like just grabbing a P-40 and flying back in because he was flying for the Chinese, and so they all had to resign their commissions in the Marine Corps or the Navy or whatever to fly for the Chinese, and then he got back, and he was having trouble, getting reinstated as a major in the U.S. Marines.
And that's when he formed VF-214, wasn't it?
Yeah. Well, the squadron, I guess the squadron was already there, but he kind of took it over.
It had been decimated or something too, and
yeah. And I don't think most of the pilots weren't really fuck ups, but they it makes for a better story.
Yeah.
Because like that one dude, Dan Blocker or Dirk Blocker, Dan Blocker's son, Dan Blocker from Gunsmoke, the huge guy, the 400-pound guy.
Mm-hmm.
And Dirk Blocker's son, who was pretty damn big too, probably too big to be a fighter pilot, although I guess the Corsair did have a lot of room in it. I don't know. I've never sat in one.
Everybody dies from the next plague. I'm going to go see if I can find me a Corsair to fly around in.
there you go. Oh wow! It says here that the Boyington's real men were irate over the show, saying it was fiction and presented a glamorized portrayal of Boyington.
Well, duh.
Well, they had to Hollywood it up some for Pete's
I mean, what are you going to
Yeah.
do? You show the reality of fighting in a war. First off, it's grosser than any horror movie you might want to see.
Yeah.
And it involves 99% of your time sitting around smoking and wondering what's going on.
Yeah.
Plus that airfield they were on New Caledonia was like, in the TV show, was like pristine. If you actually see pictures of the airfield that they flew out of on New Caledonia, it was literally cut out of the jungle, just large enough for the Corsairs to land.
Says he died January 11th, 1988, at 75 years old.
I guess it was one. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Maybe
I
it
don't know
was
what-
maybe it was what's his name? Jaeger. Died
Oh,
in
yeah,
his
Chuck
90s.
Yeager almost made it to 100. I think it was like 97.
Yeah.
Plane crash?
Baba Black Sheep ran.
No,
from
he was shot by a jealous husband.
76 to 78, so he died 10 years after Black Sheep left the air. That way, Black Sheep only lasted 2 seasons?
Oh, I guess it was only 2 seasons.
Yeah.
I thought it was 3.
Yeah, after they brought all the nurses on there, then it kind of went,
Yeah, I went to shit. And then they changed the title. It was Baba Black Sheep for the first season. And I guess some executive thought, oh, is this a show about sheep for kids? It's like, shut up, asshole.
So they
They had to change
Black
the Black Sheep Squadron.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Renamed Black Sheep Squadron for the second season. Yeah.
Dun,
What's wrong with
dun,
Baba
dun,
Black
dun,
Sheep?
dun, dun.
Just because it says Baba Black Sheep doesn't mean it's perverted, for Pete's sake.
But no, they thought it was like a kiddie show.
Yeah.
I mean, the 2 movies, and then the 2 movies I watched, and I thought the one from the 80s was the 2 Red Tail movies.
Mm-hmm. So which
The
one?
Tuskegee Airmen from like the 90s or whatever, I really liked. The Red Tails one that Lucasfilm made in the 2000s kind of was.
Mm.
think they were so late in the war they didn't make a difference at all with everything.
Yeah.
I don't know. So everybody goes nuts about it because you're supposed to.
Well, I probably said this before. The war movie that depicted the most realistic to me, or what it felt like to me, was Saving Private Ryan. I haven't watched that since. I've only watched it once because it's so realistic.
You gotta watch Band of Brothers.
Watch what?
Okay, that was a TV series, miniseries. It was pretty
Which
good.
one was it?
What was funny is the Band of Brothers. They had all the actors there that actually go through boot camp and do all that stuff, and they had a supply of vintage uniforms. That they'd managed to get hold of, and none of the uniforms were big enough to fit the actors. Even as in good a shape as they were, the uniforms were still too small for them because people have just gotten bigger. Of course, you figure World War II was right after the Depression, so all the people, all the soldiers were probably skinny as hell from the Depression.
Yeah.
And that's why we have a school lunch program, because they had such a problem with draftees in World War II who were so underweight that the Army couldn't use them.
Wow. They don't have too many period shows like that anymore where there's go back to the war or something like that anymore. I think MASH was the last series that did. Well, no, there was other.
But if you want to watch a movie that's really realistic and it's from a long time ago, it's 12 O'Clock High, not the TV series because that was kind of goofy. But
John Wayne.
No.
Okay, I'm thinking something else.
No, it was really Gregory Peck. Might have been Peck, yeah, and Dean Jagger was in it, and it came out in '49, and so they still had a bunch of B, because it was about World War II and B-17s, and people who were actually there actually praised that movie for getting it right.
Wow.
Which is rare for a war movie because war movies rarely get it right.
Yeah.
I mean,
well,
everything's Hollywoodized, but Patton wasn't awful.
Yeah.
It's so long since I've seen that.
Yeah.
The sad part about Pat, George C. Scott, I think he was wonderful because the original Patton had kind of a high voice. He didn't really have that booming voice like George C. Scott. Yeah. But the problem is the big climactic speech that he makes in front of the flag. They cleaned that up quite a bit for the movie.
Yeah.
And I always wish that George C. Scott could have given that actual speech.
There was that movie George C. Scott was in. It was in the 80s, and I think he ran a boys' military school. And
that was Taps.
Taps, that was it. I love that movie.
It actually had Tom Cruise.
Yeah, Tom Cruise.
Matt Dillon and...
Oh, some good... I think it had... did it have C. Thomas Howell? Maybe not.
No.
But it had those boys. And that's where I first saw Timothy Hutton. He was kind of
Timothy Hutton. Had Timothy Hutton, Tom Cruise.
Mm-hmm. Did it have Kevin Bacon, maybe?
No.
Because he was in that little Brat Pack bunch. But I'd have to see it. I haven't seen that since the 80s, and I kind of liked that movie. It was really, really intense. Oh, you'd love it. It's a really good movie. The boys hunker down and take over the school, because they want to close the school down. I won't give it away, but, it's a really good movie called Taps. Or as you say it backward, it's Spat. So,
yeah.
I mean, I also, for Vietnam, I enjoyed We Were Soldiers. That was pretty. My dad watched that and said, that's about as close as it.
Really? We Were Soldiers?
Yeah, I got to meet one of the guys who was really there.
That'd be
Ronnie Geyer. It was in the actual incident portrayed in that movie. And then one of the real guys, and one of the guys, I think the commander of that he ended up dying on 9/11, getting people out of one of the towers.
On 9/11, who was that?
Rick Rescorla.
Oh, but he helped at 9/11.
Yeah, because he was a veteran
of the.
Well, yeah, he was getting people out of the towers. and went back to get some more people in there.
So he died a hero then.
Yeah.
I
We
hope
Were Soldiers was depicted an actual battle.
What I
from
want
about
them to do is make
65
sure
or
that
66.
they don't make any more movies about 9/11. It's just ridiculous. It's like Hollywood's cashing in on these tragedies.
Well, 9/11's a conspiracy now, according to most people. So,
Well, yeah, I've been there, done that with the whole 9/11 thing. I gave up on it. It's kind of like the Kennedy, and they even said that.
I think they only made one real movie about 9/11, and that was that one with where they played the cops. They got trapped,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, was that Nicolas Cage in it?
Yeah, Nicolas Cage. Yes,
And he was, yeah, I remember that. Yeah, but
he played the sergeant that
But I swear to God, they ever do 9/11 the musical, I'm gonna spit nails. I mean, they did Titanic the musical, for fuck's sake. I'm like,
Yeah, you're in
but I
it.
had fun. Yeah, I was in it. I had fun.
Come on, they did a musical about Hamilton, from the Revolutionary War.
Everybody praises that. I haven't seen it.
Well, no, they praise it because they have Hamilton and everybody else is black, and so you have to praise it or you're screwed.
Oh, now they made it into a race. You ain't got no
choice.
Oh, I made it into a race. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, because my dad was a Vietnam vet, and he actually did 3 tours in Nam. He absolutely, he was there. He was there 60, 61 with Advisory Command.
Oh, okay. Before
then he was there 66, 67. He was actually there when I was conceived before he went to Vietnam, and I was born while I was there.
Oh, okay.
He was there 66, 67, and he was there 70, 71.
Vietnam. Okay.
Wow.
And what was really cool is in 66, 67, he was with the AmeriCal Division, the 23rd Infantry Division. And then his commanding officer was Captain Colin Powell.
Oh, wow. That was
and then he was back in 70, 71 with the 1st Cavalry Division.
Yeah,
but that was such a controversy.
But he absolutely hated Apocalypse Now.
I never saw that one.
He said this movie's horrible.
Is it? Was Martin Sheen in Apocalypse Now?
Yes.
Yeah. And that movie was such a rough shoot. He actually suffered a heart attack while filming it at age 25.
Really? Wow.
Yes.
It's odd for a 25-year-old ever.
And that was another one that George C. Scott was in.
Oh, he was in Apocalypse Now?
Yeah, he played Colonel Kurtz at the end.
No, that was
Brando. Oh, no, it was Marlon. It was Brando. Yeah. Duh. What the hell am I talking about? Duh.
All I remember is Smoking the Bandit 3, the crappy movie. Sheriff Justice kind of does that Patton thing, stands up on stage and with a flag behind him.
After the first, they should have stopped after the first movie.
I agree. Stopped. Yeah, two was stupid, and 3 was.
It's like the sequel to Patton. They should have just stopped.
Oh, they did a sequel to Patton. I didn't know about that.
Yes, they did. Where he actually made his. It was like the 12 Days of Patton or something when he made his 4-star and then died in the car accident.
On the first day of Patton.
Yeah, that was one. It was like from the point of view of his driver or some shit. It was played by.
Yeah, but George C. Scott actually reprised Patton for that movie.
Right, even though he was like 20 years older than he was in the Patton movie. And it was the same year.
Hollywood just does not know when to quit. They get the cash cow and they think, oh, we're gonna make more money out of this, and they do more 20. Well,
they did that with a Dirty Dozen. It was and they brought back Ernest Borgnine.
Oh, yeah.
And it was like 20, 30 years later, and he's like old in hell and playing the same guy he was playing, in the same time period. He just aged a hell of a lot.
Speaking of aging, I always thought with the technology we have today, and Back to the Future, the actors were paying themselves older. Why can't they redo that now and mesh in their actual older selves into this film?
Oh, they'll fuck it up somehow.
They probably will. But they have technology where they could do that.
Well, from 1985 to 1955, we've actually... From 1985 to now is longer than how much farther back he went in time.
Well, yeah, because Back to the Future 2 was 2015, wasn't
it? Yeah. And that was 12 years ago. I don't know, 11 years ago. So, well, technicalities, or they should have prepared to do that during 2015. They knew that 2015 was coming. I don't know, but I don't know. But they ain't gonna do it. It's just a funny thing to think about.
So Darren, did you go see Supergirl in the theaters? I figured,
I'll wait for the Blu-ray.
They have Supergirl in the theaters.
Well, not anymore. Apparently it's so horrible that they've already pulled the movie and
What did it last a day? I've never liked the character Supergirl, no matter who played it or what the story. I just, Superman Kal-El was supposed to be the sole survivor of Krypton, and then all of a sudden, here's his sister. Next, they're gonna have his aunt or his butler or whatever comes
Uncle
out.
Super Uncle.
Yeah, Super Uncle.
not entirely accurate. General Zod and stuff has always been a survivor too.
Well, yeah, but that makes sense. They put him in the demon zone or whatever it was,
The Phantom Zone.
Phantom Zone, yeah. Man, that makes sense. Those three survived, but Supergirl, whatever her name was, wasn't in no Phantom Zone. Well, maybe she was hidden in Kal-El's spaceship and they discovered it 50 years later. I don't know. It's just, yeah.
I saw a what if thing many years ago, and it said, what if Kal-El had actually landed in Russia instead of the United States? And
That's true. Yeah, what happened?
Yeah, then he'd be fighting for truth, justice, and the Soviet way.
Yeah,
communist way.
Communist way. That is a possibility. I'm surprised the Soviets haven't come up with. They may have their own superhero or something. Maybe they have. I don't know. But I don't watch.
I'm sure.
Zhukov, I don't know.
I'm sure.
Zhukov, Putin.
I'm sure Russia has got like a Hollywood equivalent over there. Making movies and.
Actually, they say India makes 200 movies a year. I mean, India.
Oh
cranks
yeah,
out
and
movies.
they're the craziest crap.
And they are nutty.
Really?
They actually India made and the only reason why I know this is I watch a guy he does fighter movies, Mover Ruins movies. And he actually found a movie where they actually pretty much did Top Gun, but in India with Dassault Mirages, which they,
Oh, wow. The Top Gun was okay.
Well, that's I actually bought back when VHS tapes, because they used to cost $60-$70 minimum. That's why you had to rent them. You couldn't really buy them because they were too stupid expensive. And then Top Gun VHS came out, and it was only $25 because they put a commercial at the beginning.
Oh,
the Pepsi commercial at the beginning. And
Was that the Michael Jackson
cut
one?
the cost. No, this was some dude in an A4 trying to open his Pepsi, and he can't get the thing open, so he flips the plane inverted, and he's able to drink his
Oh, that's right. I do remember that commercial.
I remember that commercial. Yeah. Oh wow, that was wild. And now I don't know if you guys saw Top Gun Maverick.
Yeah,
I still haven't seen that one.
Oh,
I actually like that. I like it. So
it was okay. I'm not gonna spoil anything until you haven't seen it.
It's Star Wars, but
yeah, now that you think about it, it's Star Wars.
They're flying down a canyon to shoot missiles into a 2-meter target at the bottom of a pit.
Okay.
That sounds like Star Wars flying down the Death Star.
Yeah,
It's impossible.
Well, Star Wars was, of course, based on Dam Busters, which they were flying down a river to drop a bomb at a certain
yeah.
And I think
What are you
they
saying,
certain
Dar?
spot so it would bounce into a dam.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
I'll be right
Go.
back.
Come on. And then episode 7, that damn Force Awakens was nothing but a remake of the original movie.
Yeah, well, I had completely lost interest at that point.
I didn't hate the new movies, but I didn't really love them either. I did like Rogue One. That's the only one.
No, Rogue One was nice, but the sequel trilogy had absolutely no cohesion. It didn't.
Right.
It's because you had what's his name do the first movie, and then you had Ryan Johnson come into the second and take it in a completely different direction. And then
Yeah.
heard they're going to do one more Indiana Jones movie.
He's 80 damn 5 years old.
I don't think I've seen the last
Leave him
two.
alone.
You know, a lot
Indiana
of people
Jones with a
hated on
broken
the.
hip, for Christ's sake.
Well, he got that during the filming of the Force Awakens.
Oh, when they pushed him off the railing.
Yeah, there you go.
No, something happened where he. What was
Now,
it?
what was it? It was the
door of the Millennium
hammer
Falcon.
of time, or the clapper
the Dial of
of
Destiny. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was something like that. I thought the clapper of death or something like that. But yeah, dude, he had a broken hip in that damn movie. That was 5 years ago. Now he's like, leave him alone, poor guy.
You know what movie I'm trying to find, darn, that I really liked from the early 80s? Do you remember a movie called Hawk the Slayer?
I remember the words.
Yeah. It was almost kind of like Lord of the Rings, but it had Jack Palance in there.
Nice.
He wore he wore like a mask that covered half his face, and
That sounds familiar.
yeah, it was always on HBO, like in the early 80s. I've been trying to find it to see if I can stream it. There's a couple places I have, but I ain't paying effing watch it.
Right.
We can always find the treasure of the Four Crowns, and
Was that good?
I don't know. We went and saw it together, so
I don't remember it sucking.
oh, I didn't say it sucked. Well, I don't remember enough about it. I just remember it was in 3D.
Then it probably did suck. Is that Buckingham?
Yep.
Yeah.
We all walked there in a blizzard. Remember that shit?
Vaguely. I used to
Your
like
brother-
walking in
Your
blizzards.
brother talks about it like, we put him on the Bataan Death March,
He talks about it like we made him go.
Yeah. Then we'd always walk up to the theater, not at Aurora Mall, but the plaza next to Le Mans and stuff like that. And we'd go see Hot Dog the movie, and
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
up the creek. Those movies were fun just because you always got gratuitous boob shots, in the movies.
Oh yeah, you'd sit through the whole movie just to get the one nude scene.
Yeah.
They always do those at the beginning of the movie. It's like, I hope you enjoyed that because you're not seeing them again.
Yeah.
Speaking of boobs.
Up the creek. Up the creek was funny. At least I remember it being funny, and so was Hot Dog the movie.
Oh yeah.
What the fuck is a Chinese
Well, Hot Dog was
downhill?
such a stupid movie that it was funny just for being so damn stupid.
Didn't it have Michael Naughton in it?
I don't reckon.
Yeah.
I think they had the Playmate of the Year in there, and then the rest of them were just
Oh yeah, it had
dudes.
what's her name?
Shannon
The guy
Tweed.
what's her name from Shannon Tweed. Yeah. I remember Michael Naughton was in it. He was the main guy, but that was about it. What the fuck is a Chinese downhill?
Whee!
Then Ghostbusters came out about the same time. That was a good movie.
Oh yeah, it had some talent behind it.
Vacation, Porky's.
I still
all those
haven't seen
movies.
Vacation. I've seen Porky's finally years later, only because we had Tony Ganios on the show. I finally ended up watching it.
Just so you could have some reference when you talk to me.
Yeah, because otherwise I wouldn't have known.
It would be what, me, you, Ray, and Whitaker that would mostly go watch movies at the theater on the weekends, wouldn't we?
That sounds right.
Or Putt. Every now and then Putt would come. I heard they're either making a sequel or rebooting The Last Starfighter.
Oh, yeah. I don't remember seeing the first one. I probably did.
Yeah. They just seem to come out with a lot more movies back in the 80s than they do now. And movies that piqued your interest, but you were still like, eh.
It was a
Yeah,
commitment to watch them. You had to go to the theater or rent a VHS or something. Now it's all streaming, and so it's like you watch half hour of it and lose
Turn
interest.
it off if you don't like it. Yeah.
Yeah, because
I
I
don't know.
remember I went through this phase of where I would go to see movies on opening day. Like I saw 1989 Batman on opening day. I think I've even seen Top Gun on opening day, but I'm not sure.
I actually saw Top Gun before opening day. We actually had to fill. We went and saw it at the Cooper Theater or the Continental, one of those two in Colorado, and we actually had to fill out a questionnaire after the movie
Oh yeah.
about why we were there, and which character did you, which actor did you come to see this movie for? Kelly McGinnis or Tom Cruise, or it was like this question. It was like a 4 or 5 page questionnaire we had to fill out, but I had won tickets for it on Kim Radio, and Jackie and I went.
Nice.
It was
Test
Oh,
audience
that's cool.
kind of thing.
So the
Then
thing
we had
about Top Gun Maverick, is apparently the character, Tom Cruise's character, exclusively dates women who have classic Porsches.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. Yeah, that
I like
makes
that.
sense.
yes.
And they didn't want to get Kelly McGillis because
She's 102.
well, yeah, I mean, but so's
And weighs
Cruz, but
400
Cruz
pounds.
still, because they fill him full of fucking, human growth hormone or some damn thing.
No, he's clear. That's why he's not aging.
Oh yeah, yeah. He's a thetan, or he doesn't have any thetans, or he's
Something like that.
blasted bullshit.
Yeah, but Kelly McGillis looks like she's 80 years old and weighs 400 pounds.
No, she looks like she's the age she is, and she looks like a nice old lady. She's just not a glamorous movie star anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah. Happens to the best of
God
us.
forbid it. Yeah. Funny thing is, Tom Cruise is like a year younger than me, or not even. And you ain't gonna see me climbing into any fighter planes and taking off in them. Of course, I weigh about as much as 2 Tom Cruises, but then that's neither here nor there.
Then what are they coming out with, a Harry Potter TV series now? Where they're redoing the movies again, but in a TV series. It's like, really?
They were done properly the first time around. The first, did see the first Harry Potter movie, and I thought that was, didn't really need to be done again.
I don't think I've seen any of the movies completely through, from beginning to end.
I think I've watched the first one when it was new, but yeah, I don't think I've seen any of the others beginning to end. I've probably seen most of the scenes in most of them.
At some point or another, while they're on, just happen to be flipping through.
Yep.
Love the Lord of the Rings. I was not happy with the Hobbit. The Hobbit just bothered me.
I think that pretty much everybody agrees with you. I haven't seen The Hobbit. I just have seen the Lord of the. I haven't seen the super extra expanded 24-hour versions of Lord of the Rings, Fell Up to the and Two Towers.
They're better.
They're pretty good. They actually answer.
Imagine they are.
It actually answers questions you didn't know you had questions about. It's kind of like the extended version of Dances with Wolves. It answers things that you didn't know you needed answers to.
They ought to do an extended version of The Hobbit, like an extra hour, but all of that hour has to be devoted to the pantry scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
I actually bought the books. I just haven't read them yet because my eyes are not the greatest anymore.
It's like I couldn't handle. I didn't understand the Radagast stuff at all in The Hobbit. Just.
Well,
I saw the first Lord of the Rings and I couldn't watch any of the others.
Well, you did yourself a disservice.
Yeah.
Well,
They get
3
better.
hours.
Kind of the same thing with Star Trek: The Motion Picture.
Yeah,
Because
that was hard.
they cut it too much for the. I never saw it in the theater, so I never saw the theatrical release. They cut it too much to where it didn't make sense. And then when they came out on TV the year after, they added back a lot of those scenes, and then suddenly it all kind of made at least a certain amount of sense. Yeah. So I never got the hate for Star Trek: The Motion Picture because I never saw the theatrical cut. I only saw the TV.
I never
cut.
hated on it. I didn't.
Well, some people can't stand it. People just start screaming if you even mention it. Like this guy.
I mean,
they should have kept the bridge close to what it was, at least a little bit, Like what's behind me? Because that was supposed to be the same Enterprise.
Yeah, things get remodeled and shit. It was the 70s, so everybody just wanted, well, 79, so everybody was just tired of anything that looked like fun or
Yeah.
cool. They just wanted everything to look like shit.
And the other thing about the Hobbit movie, Darren, was Smog was just way too big, man. Smog was just like
Yeah, I don't even remember. I remember I watched it,
Mhm.
but I just
It's
remember the
like-
pantry.
But they got another season of the Rings of Power coming out. I actually kind of enjoyed those a little bit.
Yeah, that was a good show, or is. They are making more
Yeah,
seasons?
well, season 3 is also the final season, but it's coming out in November.
Season 3 of what?
The Rings of Power.
All
okay.
damn rings.
Yeah, I thought that was well done. They're making a D&D Forgotten Realms TV show, I think, on Netflix.
Oh God, they just don't do D&D on TV or in movies very well. They just don't
I
do
like
it.
I like the D&D movie, the most recent one.
It was still kind of cut up, though. It was,
Yeah.
the part that made me laugh though was when what's her name, the female character goes, "Damn, that's one pudgy ass dragon." Because this red dragon comes out of the cavern, and that thing is like obese, man. He's like, "Rrr, rrr, rrr."
Well, Wendy says The Last Starfighter was a good movie, but hadn't seen it in a long time.
Yeah, nobody
Hi,
has.
hi, Wendy.
Hi, Wendy.
But I seen The Last Starfighter. That was an 80s movie, early 80s?
Well, 83, 84. Me and Putt went and saw it in the theater.
Really? Okay.
Maybe you went. I don't know if you went.
Wasn't that like a little kid who played video games and...
Yeah, you played. Well, the video game was like an aptitude test, and
Oh, that's right.
if you did well, they came and got you and wanted to make you a starfighter.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
That
So
happened to me once.
the Kodan Armada was the enemies. Yeah,
Hmm.
Zer and the Kodan Armada.
Codeine.
Codeine.
Yeah, sure.
Whole crew strung out on codeine.
What other movies came out in the 80s that were? I mean, Platoon came out in what, 87?
Platoon.
Something
Was
like
that
that.
with... No, I'm thinking of Stripes with Bill Murray.
That was good too, though.
Platoon was with Charlie Sheen, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Platoon, I thought was comical, but it actually was like more drama with the little fight. But Stripes was just funny. That's a
Yeah.
fact.
Well, Platoon was directed and written by one of the big directors, but he actually served in Vietnam, and that was his take on the Vietnam War.
Oh, Oliver Stone.
Oliver
Stone,
Stone, yeah.
Oliver. Yeah, speaking of Oliver, the Green Acres, for the longest time I thought his character's name was Oliver Douglas.
Alibaba.
Oliver. No, because she called him
I
Oliver.
always thought Green Acres took place in like New England or somewhere up there, but this is always the vibe it gave me. But I guess it was down south.
And what a name, Hooterville.
Yeah, it was kind of the same universe as Beverly Hillbillies and
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, they did all crossovers there.
yeah.
Sam Drucker.
Was Green Acres a crossover, or did they do a crossover of Beverly Hillbillies, or did they
Yeah.
do it with I Dream of Jeannie?
No, Genie. I don't think they did an I Dream of Genie crossover.
Yeah, I don't think so. God, they might have been different.
Yeah, it was a different era.
Networks.
But I do know they crossover with Beverly Hillbillies and Petticoat Junction.
Yeah.
Did you know the movie The Abyss and Twister were crossovers?
The Abysser.
Yeah.
The Abyster.
There's a tanker truck that gets sucked up into a tornado and catches fire and stuff in
Yeah.
Twister. And it's the name of the company is Benthic Petroleum, which is the company
one.
that they were working for in Abyss.
They figured they weren't going
Or
to cost
Bethic.
it.
Benthic, something like that.
Oh,
my
look
God.
at that.
Good night, everybody. Enjoyed you.
Can't hear you, Tim.
Good. I mean, yeah, I can't hear you, Tim.
Actually,
That's-
Abyss came out before Twisters, though, so it had to be.
The Bisters.
The Abyss was 89, and then Twisters was 95.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so Twister used it.
Now, have you ever seen the extended version of the Abyss? That's really cool.
Never saw the Abyss before.
I thought about watching it today, but I didn't.
I don't know if you're claustrophobic. You probably shouldn't watch that movie.
Oh, what's that cave one? The women that are down in the cave.
Cave Women.
Amazon Women on the Moon.
Yeah,
That was
Wonder
good. I
Woman.
like that one.
Spelunkers.
Oh, there you are. Now we hear you.
Hey.
But real bad feedback.
Well, more echo. Echo.
The Descent.
Echo.
Dude, that's a good movie.
Descent. I think I saw that. What was Descent?
Is that a little better? I got the noise reduction on now.
Ah,
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Descent.
So how's your trip going?
Going good. I just got back from Karen's, aka Irtagagook.
Ah,
Oh,
Cool.
so you're in KC now?
just think about that.
Well, he'll get back
This
to
is
us.
our Tim as Nebula Pig segment.
Yeah.
No, I think he froze up because his face ain't moving.
Yeah. Probably on Wi-Fi or something.
That happens to him sometimes.
Yeah. If he's on Wi-Fi.
I'm surprised it didn't happen to me tonight. Right about 9 o'clock my time, for whatever reason, the internet seems to drop off or crap out or something. And
Yeah.
I've almost noticed there's times around where I live at where the internet kind of,
They're switching hamsters at that time.
Yeah, I'm in Peculiar.
Oh, there you are.
I just
know
got
you.
back from Kansas City. I was visiting Karen.
Okay.
Beautiful old neighborhood.
Yeah. What part of Kansas City was it?
Waldo. I didn't know
Oh.
where Waldo was. I
Waldo. Never found
Waldo.
Waldo.
Yeah.
Uh,
It's beautiful. Lots of like 1920s houses, and we walked
Yeah.
around the neighborhood a while, and she
yeah,
watched.
that's kind of like around 75th and Warnell area. 95th.
Yeah, it's around 75th Street.
Yeah.
Yeah, she watched the movie
Mhm.
and enjoyed it.
Cool.
Want to get her as a guest on there? I think you'd like her.
Yeah.
Because I was also kind of wanting to see what kind of voices she had, so she could maybe be on some Transformers stuff.
Mhm. Nice.
I watched your new one. I want to be a car right
I
now.
miss Kansas City.
Oh
I wanna
yeah,
go back and
Stacy.
visit.
Well, I
wanna
had a
go
lot
back
of people were wanting to see Stacy more. So I told you about that. I ran that by you, got shot, and you said it was a good idea.
Yeah.
Where it's like that she likes it so much that she just always wants to do it. So
Yeah.
it gave me a chance to draw
That's
a.
why I said it.
It gave me a chance to draw a Shelby Cobra, AC Cobra. I locked my keys in the truck as soon as I got to Karen's house.
Oh, gee.
I've done that twice in my life, and that I just couldn't believe it.
Well, if you had to get a locksmith.
My- I'll tell
No,
you
I
what,
had
my-
I had a key tied, wire tied under the chassis. But
Oh,
it took
my-
me, it'd been years since I did it, so I didn't even know where it was. And
Ow.
My truck won't let me lock my keys in my truck.
really,
Yeah.
My keys won't let me?
If my fob that I start my car with and everything else is inside the car, it won't lock the door. And it'll give me
Do
like
you
a
actually have
double,
to use the key, or is it keyless? Do you just get in?
it's all keyless.
Yeah.
That's
Because
what
it was
Mickey's
funny
car did.
if you watch, TV shows back in the '60s. The main character, Mannix or whoever, would run out to the car, jump in the car, and boom, gone. 1 second. It's like, no, you got to get your key out, and you got to start it up. You got to see if it starts, and then if you're like me, you put your seatbelt on. No, not for them. They jump in the car and they drive off.
if I had made a police show or something like that, I would have had him, lock his key in the car or drop him and it goes down a sewer grate. I would have made it more realistic, and it would have added a little bit of humor and real life to it. I think people would have appreciated it.
Yeah.
I think Rockford Files might have done that a little bit. He would just give him his car rather than, avoid confrontation. And, I don't know.
Yeah, no, he was.
There you
he
go,
was-
Timmy. You just named your own poison for one of your. My recommendation for one of your Transformers is one of them turn into a police car.
Oh, there you go.
I'll put you on the list, Gotcha, because I think I've already got someone that wants it. But if like more than one person wants something, then I'll expedite it.
Oh, okay.
I get to do Judy's Q&A Thursday.
Ah. 'Cause I remember there was one scene in Rockford Files that they used in the promos a lot. Was he actually ends up punching a guy, just bam, and then it's like he's going ow.
like it
You
hurt
punch
his
somebody in
hand.
the jaw with your bare knuckles, you're gonna
Yeah.
gonna break one of those.
Yeah, the
little
jaw's
bones
gonna
in
get
there.
fucked up more in his hand though.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not a painless affair to punch somebody in the jaw.
I've never done it, so I don't know.
So that's why in defensive tactics, we always learn not to punch with fist.
Right.
We always did palm strikes, and we did forearm
Yeah, there you go.
strikes.
I didn't know that. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Next
But
time,
yeah, there was
next
that
time I
one
hit
Rockford
Steve.
because he's like holding his hand and going ow.
What was that, Tim?
So the little
I said
touch
next
of
time
realism.
I hit Steve, I'll know how to do it without getting.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, there you go.
So
I've
how are y'all
learned-
doing?
I've learned-
Anything new? I know I came here late,
Yeah,
so
Yeah, but I learned to hit in the groin too. So
Yeah,
He hit like a girl.
yeah, that's right. Hit below the belt.
Well, I
Been
figured
here
out what was
BSing.
screwed up on the sound. I had two instances of Zoom sound in
Yeah.
OBS, both.
Yeah, I listened to when I took a break, I listened to the sound. It sounds great.
Oh, good. Yeah. Because I
You know,
discovered
I almost
it like
missed
a
it.
little bit into the show.
I almost missed the show because I got home. I'd stopped at Taco Bell on the way back, and I was about to go in the fridge and fix a Coke.
Mm.
And Tammy's like, "Don't you have your meeting?" And I'm like thinking, "No, I'm off work." And she's like, "Oh, I thought you were going to get together with your guy." And I'm like, "Oh shit," because it was already like only a half hour left.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, you were at Taco Bell. Did you see any of those guys from the plane crash? Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah.
Okay.
oh yeah,
You drove
I-
to Kansas City to eat at Taco Bell?
Yeah, right. Yeah, anyway. You should go to one of those barbecue
I
places.
like the ice cream place that's in the Kansas City. Was that Sheridan's or whatever it is? Or
What is it?
I don't know.
It's a
I just
custard
wanted
place.
something quick.
They got Baskin Robbins. They got that everywhere. But
Baskin Robbins, they have a I don't know if it's a banana or some kind of thing in it, and it looks like a big giant dick. It's really funny.
why don't you taste it and find out?
Actually, those aren't pickles.
just don't eat any diarrhea lettuce. You'll be okay.
Oh, Judy is
We
obsessed with
don't
that.
eat lettuce, dude.
Yeah, I know.
And now I think I actually saw a story today that they said actually that's not where it's coming from.
Oh, good.
Oh, is there something going on with lettuce now that I
This
missed?
is what
in
we
the
were talking
news?
about at the beginning of the show, because Steve's the only one here who likes salad.
Well, I haven't had salad in a couple of years, so I'm okay.
There's some kind of disease that's causing people to erupt out their poop holes.
Oh, wow.
I guess I don't eat vegetables. So
Must be something they're spraying on it or something. I don't know.
No, we
Yeah.
talked about Florida down here. It got to like here where I'm at, Timmy. It got to like the 108 today, with the heat index, and it was like, holy crap!
I don't believe in heat indexes. That's what weathermen make up to make it sound more dramatic than what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 95 degrees, but it feels like 140.
They do that with a chill factor too when it's
Yeah.
cold.
So you're saying it's
wind chill.
warm there, huh?
Mm. Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
it's a little toasty.
It's
Well, right
about
now-
100 here too. It's supposed
Well,
to
yeah,
calm
but
down.
in
tomorrow.
KC there, you don't have as bad a humidity.
No,
I think
not
it's
as bad.
worse. I think it's worse.
Really, you think the humidity's worse? than
Nothing's
KC?
worse. No, because every time I make my Missouri trip, I get out of that truck at my house in Florida, and it's just like jumping into a hot swimming pool or a
Yeah.
hot
Yeah.
tub. It's unbelievable how humid it is down
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, because we got all that water around us, but KC doesn't have that much water around.
Well,
us.
especially where I live, because I live right in a swamp on a delta, so it's
Yeah.
like there's this.
Oh.
I get like a whole different weather system. I have a whole different climate than even on the 8 miles away on the beach or anywhere else. It's
I've noticed that it does rain. When I look at the weather map, it does rain rain a lot more up in your neck of the woods than it does mine.
Yeah, our county gets a lot, but I think especially, I guess it's just where the river, because
I get a
our
lot of
river
rain
goes
here.
backwards. It's like one of the only rivers in the country that goes backwards. So it's where I am is where it empties out. It,
We
it
get a
runs
lot of-
northward instead of
It goes
south.
away from the equator.
Yeah, exactly.
Would you think
We
I
get a
saw?
lot of we said we get a lot of thunderstorms right along where we're at because you have the ocean breeze and the Gulf breeze that collide right about where we're at, and it causes a fire up of storms. And
Oh yeah. Oh,
Nice.
Cal. We've been up there in Cal quite a bit.
I tell you, I just love Kansas City houses. They're so neat
Yeah,
and they're
they
so
are.
eclectic. It's so different, but they're all just so decorative.
Yeah.
With the cat slide roofs and just the different. It's just like they're all so neat. I took some pictures just on my walk. I'll show them to you next week or something, or put some on Facebook. But
I
I'll
miss
tell you
Kansas
that-
City, but not enough to move back.
oh, me too. I feel like it's home here. Every time I come here, it's home. But I wouldn't want to live here again because of taxes and the
I'll tell
winters.
you the
Yeah.
architecture that I like. Well, it's not architecture, but I love going to like Cincinnati and stuff like that, where they still have like the brick cobblestone streets and stuff like
yeah.
that. You know, where it's
Well, they got some down here in St. Pete. All these brick streets.
Brick streets.
Yeah, prick streets.
Yeah, they're not much fun on a bicycle. There's a lot of
Oh my God!
The dog's doing okay, darn.
Yeah. Lucy
Cool.
today didn't seem bothered by me at all. She wasn't friendly, but
She
she
liked you.
wasn't skittish or anything either.
I tell you, the funny thing about Lucy, it doesn't matter how afraid of it you are, or how you don't like her, she will sleep with you at night. It's funny.
I don't dislike her, but I just know
I had the
not to.
dog sit this weekend. Our neighbor's dog. They went out of town, so it was.
I'm
it was a
happy.
big dog.
I'm happy that Lucy's there when Kiana's sleeping there alone.
Yeah, she's a good guard dog. If it makes you feel any better, even like a couple days before my trip, Lucy's peeking into my office and I'm like, "Come here, Lucy." And it took her about a minute to get to me because she's so afraid, still
What?
just so skittish, still. I've had her for 7 years now and she still acts like I'm going to beat her,
That's weird.
Well, she was
7
abused.
years.
She came from an overcrowded shelter in Fort Worth and she was abused. So
I guess that marks a dog pretty bad, even if you've had him for like 10
yeah,
seconds.
it does.
that
It
somebody-
ruined her.
That broke her spirit, is what it did.
Yeah.
What do they call that? Breaking the spirit. Yeah.
It kind of like Gracie did me.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah, but she recovered.
Yeah, I recovered.
Yeah.
I'm kind of hoping Lucy will recover eventually. But
How old is she? Lucy.
I
not
guess
Lucy.
8. She was born in 18.
Oh, okay.
I got her in 19. She was still kind of a puppy.
So she's about 8 years old.
Yeah, 100 pounds.
Yeah. That's right. I met her. She was out there when I was.
Did you meet her?
Yeah, I can't remember.
I don't
It's-
think so because,
yeah, because you got her in when?
in November of 19.
Because because I was out there after I did Titanic. That was the end of 19. I had been out there in 20.
Are you sure? Because I was in the mud pit and I wouldn't have done that in November.
I don't know.
I don't know. You might have met Lucy. I can't say you didn't, but
I remember Captain, I think.
oh yeah, Captain was there.
I think there were 2 when I was there.
No, there might have been. I've had Captain since 16. I got him about a month after Jeannie flew a feed.
Yeah. But I'm sure I met Lucy out there.
Yeah, maybe you did.
Because I think I went out there the following spring or something, or summer. Anyway.
Mm.
But, wow.
I stayed at Big Judy's yesterday and spent the night there. She gets lonely and scared.
Okay,
She's like 85 years old.
Oh, did you try any barbecue yet out there? Kansas City barbecue?
I don't think so.
Oh, you gotta get
I,
some.
I remember when I went to visit the Liberty Memorial, and there were like businessmen that were tourists, and you could just smell on them, smell the smoke on them.
Oh, jeez. You were out Liberty Memorial last
Oh,
couple
not
of days?
recently. This is like
Oh,
2009, but I'll
um,
never forget that you could smell the smoke on
but what
people.
you
Now are
do
you now are you
if you
back home for the next show or?
Yeah, I'm coming home Saturday morning is when I leave.
because if
Oh, okay.
you happen to find yourself over on Lenexa, stop at Zarda Barbecue and get us a big thing of baked beans, and we'll pay you $100 million for it.
Where at?
Okay.
Overland Park?
Yeah, it's Lenexa, 87th and 69 Highway.
I don't know if they'd keep. I do have a cooler, but
Nah, I'm kidding.
Freeze dry 'em.
Yeah, freeze dry.
freeze dry 'em.
Nah, I'm
So
kidding.
the next
We-
show's
we wanted-
28th, and then the 4th. The 10th and 11th of August, which is 1, 2, 3 weeks from now. And my brother's going to come over. We might spend the day just hanging out.
Oh, I
So
mean,
I don't know if I'm gonna
Hey,
be
get him
doing
on
that show.
BabbleGab. We want to see two Mad Tonys.
there you
Yeah,
go.
Um,
Yeah, get him on here. I want to
I
try the
don't have
Papa
I
Cast
don't
line
have
on
room
him.
to entertain guests in this room
Oh,
of mine.
okay.
I barely can
okay.
fit myself, unless we did it like with cell phones and shit out in the.
you can do it with cell phones.
Yeah.
I got to get home. When I get home, I got to start working on that Gatorhead, the new one. Start finishing it and
Oh.
hinging it and everything because it's that new the fanboy thing's creeping up. It's next month,
I thought it was. Is it? Oh, it's the end of October or August. I mean.
August. Yeah,
Okay.
And I actually found out I'm going to be in Atlanta.
you're not going to go. What do you mean you're going to
No,
be in
no.
Atlanta doing what?
The Colorado Rockies are playing the Atlanta Braves that same weekend. So I'm gonna be
Sports
there
ball?
watching them. Yeah.
You're going to sports instead of a fanboy convention.
What's the matter with you?
I
Yeah,
can only figure that thing's just going to be a freaking crowded nightmare.
what, the fanboy?
Yeah.
Oh, the game is gonna be worse.
yeah. Oh, I don't want to go to a Comic Con. They're crowded. I'm going to go to a NFL game or whatever.
Where there's like 100 million more people.
I think that's the one with sticks, right?
Hmm?
Where they use sticks, yeah.
Yeah.
Not the bent
Yeah.
stick, but the straight one that's round.
Yeah.
I
You're
think
gonna go
it's
to
Be Shaw.
That makes that loud crack noise, when they.
Yeah.
Well,
Darn,
Comic Cons are a fun crowd because they're all dressed up
Yeah.
and
you can talk to
that's-
people there at the convention.
Yeah.
So.
That's the only time I like crowds is when I go to Comic Cons. It's fun.
You're gonna
because you
go-
get
You're gonna go
Now,
darn?
speaking of those,
Guess not.
he talked about making it because I think we're just going to make it a day trip.
Oh.
Although I usually do two costumes. One I put on the makeup before I make the trip, most of it, and then
Look at
like
Darn's
after
head.
do the gator for a couple hours and then get into the robot.
I don't know if
now
I'm
did you
dressed
go
up
see
on-
Holly Marie Combs there, Steve?
That's in September. That's the week after the fanboy.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know if I can do.
Was
well,
that Tampa Comic Con?
Yeah, that's a lot cheaper. It's only $45 for one day. I could go out just to peek up her dress. I mean, and get a look at her.
And then $75 to take a picture with her and get her autograph.
But I'm not paying for no. I don't even pay for no autographs. I got the
You
money
can go
for it.
give Lou Ferrigno an ass contact.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. I said if he's out at a convention I'm going to, I'll give him one more chance.
He's at all of them, isn't he? It seems
I-
like.
I don't see him at anyone soon, fanboy or TampaCon.
I'll give Pensacon one thing. They did have some good guests there.
Yeah.
But I
So
think the
some-
best had to have been Fanboy a couple years ago when they had Vicki Lawrence and Barbara Eden and the Wonka
Oh, I wish-
kids.
I
that
wish I
they
was gone.
that was the jackpot there.
Yeah. Because I mean, you may not get to see Barbara Eden again. You never know,
Probably not her age.
Yeah. He's kind of perky, but
Let's see where Lou Ferrigno's going to be at here.
yeah.
No,
Yeah,
right here,
that's
here,
probably how he makes
he's
all
supposed
his
to-
money now.
Yeah, there you go.
He's,
I think they
he's
all
all
do.
back.
What's that guy, Chuck?
He's all back west.
Back west?
Yeah,
Out west.
it's
It's
the
back,
first
out
back
west,
east,
yeah.
out west.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless you're upside down.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Then you're in Australia if you're upside down.
Let's see. August 1st and 2nd, he's in Belton, Texas. August 5th and 9th at the Star Trek Las Vegas. He's going to be at the Las Vegas con.
Oh, goody.
4 and 6 September, he's going to be in Tucson, Arizona.
That's how he's making his living now. I guess a
And
lot of
then
stars do that.
11th, 13th of September, he's in Des Moines, Iowa.
I'm not traveling that far.
And then the 5th and 6th of December, he's in Gonzales, Louisiana at the Cajun Con.
Yeah. Maybe next year he'll come to Florida or
very good.
something. But I'm with them. I don't think I would do the Pensacon again.
I won't. It's too convoluted the way they have it set up.
Having to
Dangerous.
walk in that little hallway and then all the stairs of bullshit. Screwed
Yeah,
up.
they
They
make
added
it's
more
in it's in a stadium,
Yeah.
and they make unless you're VIP and pay them $1 million, you can't just go through the front door. You got to go all the way up the ramp, up 3 levels, all the way to the top of the stadium, and then
And
work
even
your way back
handicap.
down.
And even handicap has to do that.
Yeah, it's bullshit, and it wasn't
Or you
like that
gotta-
the first year I was there. I'm surprised
And
it's fire
My
marshal
hip
has it.
hurts just thinking about that.
Yeah, it's terrible.
They ate-
And I almost fell down the stairs with that robot. Wendy thought I was going to die. And I didn't fall, but it was close. It was really hard.
I just think that's wrong setup.
Yeah, and Steve has a bad back, and it
Yep.
made him hurt.
Oh yeah, I was ready to sit down.
And to get down to the vendors that are in the center arena, you got to. It's like marching ants going down, zigzagging down through the seat bleachers. They have like it roped off where you have to zigzag your way down. It's insane.
Yeah, a stadium is no place for a convention. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's a bad thing. It's like they
Yeah,
had a
maybe.
clerks reunion, and I didn't even get to see them. I didn't know they were there because I thought they were all on one level, all the celebrities, but no, they had them in the basement or somewhere.
Oh yeah, they were all over the place. You didn't know how to get to one place or another, and I always had to go through the kitchen to get someplace.
Yeah, you really got to have it at a convention center, not a.
Did some-
Well, in
did
the
some of this-
stadium,
did
there's
some of
got to
this-
be a way for vehicles and whatnot to get onto the field. So there's obviously
It's an indoor
a
stadium.
passageway. They just don't want to open it up for you.
Exactly. Well, I mean, there was a front door that I went through the first year. They don't let you go through the front door unless you get a VIP. It's a total fire code violation. I would
I
think.
should write them a letter about the handicap thing. They wanted proof. I'm like, I don't carry ID around that says handicap.
You don't have one of those things like in the car where you just hang it around your neck.
Yeah.
Oh, the handicap placard that hangs.
Yeah, the parking thing.
I would, but I got a handicap plate. I can wear my handicap plate, I guess.
I don't.
Yeah, there
You
you
know,
go.
I'm sitting here looking at the Fanboy Expo. It looks like some celebrities aren't on there anymore.
Who?
I don't know. That's what I'm trying to figure out, but it doesn't seem like there's as many right now as there was.
To be
Well, I know-
honest, I can't remember any of the celebrities anyone mentioned.
Well, I was going to go because of Kate Mulgrew.
Yeah, she's still there.
She's still going, okay.
I can't remember who was there that I was wanting to see. Now,
There's some names
So
I
you got
didn't
Randy
remember.
Quaid, Kate Mulgrew, Delta Burke, John Ratzenberger, Adrian Paul, Todd Bridges, Manu Bennett, Kate Jackson from,
Charlie's
Kate
Angels.
Jackson, Charlie's Angels going to be there?
Jeez.
yeah.
Oh, that's news. I want to see Kate Jackson.
There's nobody there I want to meet yet.
Yeah.
You don't want to meet Kate Mulgrew?
I don't know any of those people. Then you
I
got
don't know
the
who she
Yellowstone.
is.
Captain Janeway on Voyager.
Then you got the Yellowstone reunion, which is all Yellowstone, and Melrose Place reunion. You got Daphne Zungia,
Zuni.
Heather
I don't know any
Locklear.
of these people.
Heather Locklear, she was high with TJ's Hookers.
I already met her and got her autograph.
Wow.
So did
And
Darren.
then the Chips reunion, but again, they're like Lou Ferrigno. They're everywhere.
Oh, I think I wanted to maybe see Gautreaux, the sergeant.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, Robert
Pine's
Pine.
there.
Robert Pine.
Yeah, I think that's about the only person I want
I
to
would
meet.
probably go for the Chips reunion. I don't want to see Larry Wilcox, though. He's a dick.
Yeah, he's got TDS. I think that I would. So does Stan Livingston. By the way, he finally accepted my face request, and it's like I'm almost sorry I did.
Oh, has he got an attitude now?
This TDS.
Oh, well, okay.
This is TDS. No, yeah, I
Why is
don't
he-
really go there to meet the celebrities anyway. I just go there to dress up and have fun.
But,
Yeah.
they should
Celebrities
leave
are a
the,
bonus,
doesn't matter who you're for. Again, they should leave the freaking politics out of it, for fuck's sake,
Yeah, it's really a turnoff.
You know, we're there because you did a TV show or a movie that would be like, I don't give a fuck about your political affiliations.
Yeah, I mean, when you're a public figure, I just don't understand doing that.
Yeah.
They think they think that they're above everyone else and that they're going to influence people to think like they do, and it's just
Exactly.
tacky.
It's bullshit.
Darren does it all the time.
Well, that's why I still
All right,
don't even
well,
mess
screw
with the
you
NFL.
guys. I'm leaving.
Yeah, it's that time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's only
bedtime.
9 here, so
Yeah. You're gonna get jet lag is what you're gonna get.
yeah,
Car lag.
fag lag.
All right, I gotta go chase Vicky around in the wheelchair as well, I guess.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going somewhere else with that. So, you know.
I could, you know. All right, guys.
All right,
All
take
right.
care, fellers.
Good
glad I
making
got
it,
to see
Timmy.
you for a few
See
minutes.
you next week.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have my Taco
Oh, Wendy
Bell now.
says I saw that Kathy Coleman and Wesley here are going to be at some Comic Con West Palm Beach in September.
Well, that's in California, isn't it?
No, it's
Palm
in
Beach,
South
Denver.
Florida. Hey, Wendy, I didn't know you were there. I'm not on YouTube. I'm just in Zoom. So let's talk about it, Wendy, and let's see what guests are. Maybe we could go to that one instead if there's enough good guests. I'd
Actually, hang on.
love
a
you to
second.
meet
I'll tell you which
Kathy
one
and
that one
Wesley.
is.
Do what?
Give us a few more minutes. Let me see which one that is.
Are you leaving, Darren?
I'm leaving.
Okay.
See you, darn.
See you,
Stay
Darren.
awake.
Thanks for looking after the dogs and Kiana.
Woof,
No, you're welcome.
woof.
We'll see you next
Bye.
time, man.
We didn't
Give me
need to
like-
look after Kiana, does?
Oh, she's looking
Where
after the
she's-
dogs too.
Oh,
Oh yeah, there we go. UltraCon Comic Con.
I used to drive to West Palm with Captain.
Where's West Palm? Is that like Miami?
It's
Over by
it's closer,
Louisville.
more like Fort Lauderdale, kind of.
Yeah.
Oh. So that'd be like, I don't know. I don't want to drive that far. I'd rather go to, I'm just going to stick with Fanboy if I go.
Let's see
It's
who's
farther
doing-
from us, but I don't know. I can't speak for Wendy, but if the star list is better, it might be worth it.
It looks like it's all wrestling as far as I can tell. We got
Ah.
Mick Foley and Sergeant Slaughter, and
That's not worth it. No.
Sergeant Slapper.
but I'm getting down there. I don't know. I don't recognize any names right now.
Yeah. I'll stick with Fanboy Expo.
Yeah, I just miss
Yeah.
Kathy and Wesley.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, I've been dropping every time I do a questionnaire for the MegaCon or anything at the Orlando. They always suggest somebody to invite. I always put Kathy and Wesley down.
Yeah, they have trouble getting gigs, you know.
Yeah.
Weird.
Well, their show is so
Kathy-
old, you know. The
Kathy
new
Coleman and
generation.
Wesley Ure will be there Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah. A lot of the younger generation has no idea who Land of the Lost is and all that. So
Other than
Well,
that,
all
I
right.
don't recognize them. So,
Well,
all right,
thanks for
everybody.
looking it up. We'll keep a look at it, I guess.
All right.
all right, gentlemen.
Good
Bye,
night, Wendy.
Bye.
Good night, Steve.
All right.
Good night, Gottschalk. Good night, Tony.
All right, Timmy.
Good night, John Boy.
Shut the fuck up.
Like that. Right. Night, fellers.
All right.
See you later.